Welcome to Tuber Chat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today was actually recently featured on another episode of Tuber Chat, but Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs have been incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters here for a very long time. With a family vlogs channel, you can already start to imagine the kind of content you're going to find here. Mike and Rihanna have a wonderful back and forth. They take us to all kinds of different adventures with them, hauls, and they have some best of the year compilations to give you an overall idea of what to expect on the channel. Now, the biggest thing and the reason why I'm featuring them today, the biggest thing lately, is sometimes I speak to creators off of YouTube. And now that we've been here a couple of years, it's actually a lot of people, and I'm grateful for those friendships. Anybody can reach out anytime. It doesn't have to be questions. It can be if there's something you think I can help with. But otherwise, I enjoy learning lessons from creators about their YouTube journeys all the way along. I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. Anything that people notice out in the YouTube streets or here in the Tuber Chat community, anything at all that can be helpful to anyone, I'm always grateful to hear. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs, we've been talking quite a bit over the last little while. And they are extremely aggressive about their YouTube journey, their desires to help others, including things like shoutouts, sharing other people's videos, and things like that. So while they're advocates for wanting to help others grow, I also wanted to feature them again today because we were talking often lately about playlists. So one of the things we do here in Tuber Chat, and Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs will be willing to do this, is we swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours. Anybody's welcome to do that. And basically what that means is that if you're willing to run a playlist of videos for another creator, they will likely be willing to do the same thing for you. And you can imagine how your watch hours are really going to stack up when you start swapping playlists with a lot of different creators and getting them to run entire playlists of your videos. There's a couple of extra big benefits to this, and that is in the idea that if somebody's running an entire playlist of your videos, they're running your videos from beginning to end, and that can help retention across your whole channel in averages. And then as well, a friendship is made with a creator when you trade favors. When you think about the idea that you might have 10 or 20 videos for somebody to watch right now, but you also might be putting out another 50 this year, those friends whom you have favored will probably favor you in return and therefore watch most of what you're going to come up with in the coming, months and years. So you can see how your hours are really going to start to stack up exponentially. So that's kind of the purpose for which we do it, and one of the reasons why I wanted to feature Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs again. They're definitely willing to help a lot of creators, so you can reach out to them or anybody else here in the chat at any time. And basically for today, what we'll say is I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. When you say that, other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that, feel free to reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually. Of course, you can do that here in our chat, or you can exchange Instagrams or whatever other network you'd like to, and connect with each other. When I talk about social networks and myself talking to creators, I also happen to be on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well, so anybody can reach out anytime. The Bud Files is being added to the wheel. Coach Mary Ma is also being added, and Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs have chopped up their channel into a lot of different playlists, including one that goes on for just about 3 days actually with everything that they've got, but they've also chopped up their playlists. Scratch and PPA, who's a beloved and dedicated moderator here in the pole position on the Wheel of Doom for today, has chopped up his channel into a couple of playlists as well. And it's interesting to see what he's done, because there are tools online. If you just do a Google search for YouTube playlist length, you'll be able to get the idea of how long your playlist is in hours, minutes, or even days in some cases. What Scratch and PPA has done is chopped up his channel. He's got a 10-hour playlist, a 20-hour playlist, and a couple of playlists that show you series of videos, like for instance to 2022 or 2021, and he lists the hours at the end of the title of the playlist so that when people are swapping playlists, they know which playlist to aim for, if that makes sense. So that's an idea. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs are saying they can be contacted on IG if anybody wants to swap playlists. And I'm still adding names to the wheel. Derek's Journey just came in as well. And we've got quite a few names on the wheel already, and I'll do some more introductions in a moment. It takes me a moment to get through, so for anybody that's brand new to Superchat, I'll appreciate your patience while it takes me at least 5 minutes, if not 10, to get through that. And again, our featured channel for today is on the screen right now. Frazball Collects is here. Michael's Adventures is likely not here for today. He works quite a bit, actually. He is a beloved and dedicated moderator as well, a dear friend to me. But he always sends his regards on the days that he can't be here to make sure that everybody knows he misses us all and wishes he could be here, but he will be back as soon as he can be. I've also got Charlene Heel with her second channel, Conscious Business Services and Opportunities, on the wheel. Just Jason Keto and Dutchfly61 were both early in the door. Unstable TV from Ireland is in the house. Coastal Water is here, which means Backlash Fisherman is not too far behind. Big Guinea Pig Love and Jedi Cameron are both here. Jedi Cameron used to be Hyper Blitz. They've still got that handle. And then Mom of Four Boys is also here as well. So I'm considering changes to the way that we do the wheel and the screen and things like that. I will keep everybody updated, but what I would ask for as a favor, especially for those of you who've been with us for a long period of time or are here frequently, I know it can be something to be overlooked to read the description of our videos because they tend to be the same all the time. When there is an update, I will make sure everybody knows, but I suggest everybody has a quick look once a week or so at our video descriptions just to see if anything has changed, because there will be a couple of changes coming, hopefully for the better, so that we can be featuring channels here on Superchat the way that we always do in the fairest manner possible. And obviously things have grown, things have progressed, and I appreciate that from everybody as well. So I know we've got quite a few more creators in the house. I don't want to miss anybody. I'll try to catch up if we do, but Adam GT is here. Angie's Explorations is in the house and might have just added themselves to our email list, so thank you for that. There's almost 400 people over there, actually. BNC Gardening Experiments, Homestead and Baking is in the house. CV Baseball Card Collector, Carpenter Self-Reliance, our longtime friends. Dude Classic is here. Hilma Israel is in the house. Holly's Adventures is a new friend, and they're already back. Little Ridge Farm actually dropped a super chat on us earlier, so thank you for that, and they've done that countless times before. We'll make that channel the next one that we look at on the screen for today. And Purple Tube is a longtime friend of over 2 years. Susan A is in the house. It's good to see you here. Psalm 146 Home and Garden happens to be a member for today. We're going to put them on the wheel right away. And I'm just looking through the list to make sure. Jamie Hart is here. She brings a ton of variety on her channel. Her last couple of videos were quite short, but we'll see what she's coming up with today. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So again, if you'd like to swap playlists with Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs or anybody else in the chat, just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then... and Angie's Explorations is new in the house. They just put a new video up yesterday, so we've got fresh content on their channel when we connect with them for the first time. Hopefully we'll get a chance to look at them here today. We always discourage capital letters in the chat just because in other live streams, moderators and things like that might time you out or worse and stuff like that. So we always keep everything a little more calm here. Forensic Mystics is in the house. Good to see you here. First Floor Audio from the UK is in the house. I know a couple more channels came in. I think Justin Mello is in the house. Justin Mello's Music and Vlogs. And from the other side of the fence is here. Dark Swordsman Gaming is also here. Now for today, we're putting members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And because of Little Ridge Farm dropping a super chat, we'll put their channel up on the screen right away. But I'm going to change a bit of that starting, let's say, in March. Or I intend to, so we'll see, but that's the intention right now. Kristen Welton, my love, is here as both a member and a moderator. And I know I've missed another couple of channels. Sister Winnie's in the house. Good to see you here. Tori's Brain is also here. He does mind-challenging games that are fun for everyone and engaging with the chat as well. The production value on that channel is just great. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Six Bows is back. Good to see you here. They stream frequently. I've caught them a few times. And it's also notable when I've caught them live streaming, I also end up, after they finish, see them 5 minutes later in somebody else's stream. So they're out supporting just as much as they're getting support as well. And then we also discourage a lot of self-promotion. So either myself or our moderators will knock out any messages that talk about videos that are going to be dropped or live streams that are coming up and things like that. The reason why is because here in Tuber Chat, the focus is connecting with other creators and building friendships. Once you have new friends and family members on your channel, they'll be there for all of your live streams and premieres, or as much as they can be. Little Ridge Farm is coming up next. Now, once again, we're looking at Mike and Rihanna family vlogs. They were recently featured, but I wanted to feature them again. And like I had said at the beginning of the stream, it's because they've reached out. We've had some great conversations over the last couple of weeks, and they are very excited about their YouTube journey, but aggressive about helping others with their YouTube journey as well, hitting different milestones, sharing out, giving shout outs, and swapping playlists with other creators. So for one more time, I'll just mention, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, I'll mention it many more times during the stream, but for now, just simply say I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Oh, Angie's Explorations. Yeah, so yeah, that's no problem. So at some point, yes, everybody's channel grows, and the more people that you support, the more people will in turn support you as well. Smallholders Homestead, good to see you in the house. So I can tell you literally just a moment ago. Now, forgive the way I'm going to put this, because I promise you I am grateful for every moment that everybody watches. But as an example, my personal channel has over 9,400 subscribers right now. And I don't think that the premiere that I just ran an hour ago had more than 10 people watching at a time. Now, 10 is still great. I remember a day when there was 1 or 2 and none. But you know, momentum is something that can be built over time. Consistency is key. I have not been consistent on my personal channel, certainly is not anywhere near as much as I should be. So it always takes a month to get back the motivation or the momentum after we take a week off. That happens on every channel that I touch or run. And over time, it grows. So if you run a premiere or a live stream and you get, 2 or 3 people watching, the goal then could be, next time I want to see if I can get 4. And next time I want to see if I can get 5. Because after 20 more videos, you've got a nice full chat with lots of people interacting and things like that. And this happens for everybody. Same thing for videos and your views. We all start at 0. I promise you. I know what it's like to put videos out and get no views or very few in the beginning. Eventually, a day is going to come where you put out a video and it will be impossible not to get 100 views in the first day, which is a great head start, right? And a lot of creators move beyond that afterwards. And we talk about those kind of things here. At times, we will get into bite-sized nuggets of information here that can hopefully help you with both your channel and your videos. Thank you, Derek's Journey, for the highlighted milestone message. And thank you also, Chef Savory Blitz. Or, sorry, Chef Savory Bliss. That is a longtime friend with a recent name change. Good to see you here. I'm going to put you onto the wheel right away because you happen to be a member. Again, that might be changing in the near future. So Mama 4 Boys is asking a question as well as to, yeah, I understand Angie's Explorations, but I'm hoping that with the things we talk about here and the friends you're going to make and the conversations you're going to continue to have outside of Tuber Chat with these new friends, you'll be able to find inspiration for ideas that will help your channel move a little bit faster over time. Consistency is key. Mama 4 Boys is asking, how often should we post? And the idea is this. I've been preaching this for about 2.5 years now. If you can post one quality piece of content every week without fail, that is enough to make your channel grow over time organically. And we see this again and again. Now, it's not up to me or anybody else to decide what quality is. It's up to you, but you know what I mean. And I'm talking about a long form piece of content, usually a video. Live streams are fine, shorts are fine as well. But if you can put out a video every week on your channel, that's enough to make it grow organically. And what we do here speeds it up. But I promise you, I've been at this for 5.5 years now, before Tuber Chat ever existed. Every time we take 1 week off of dropping a video on any channel that I run, it takes a month to get that momentum back. So that's just a hint, right? So if you're not there yet, if you're not posting at least a video every week, you just want to get there as quickly as you can and then try to stay consistent afterwards. What a lot of creators do is called batch processing, where they plan a lot of videos in advance and then have them set, scheduled, and ready so that they can drop, God forbid you get sick or have to do something that prevents you from posting for a couple of weeks or longer. You've got a couple of videos, particularly evergreen content, that can be dropped and keep the consistency up for your channel, if that makes sense. Unidentified S4, good to see you in the house. They always have a compelling show with StreamYard panel full of guests. My Flock is Everywhere is also on the wheel. Both of those creators are members. Smallholder Homestead, I know you were here before we started and came back in, so thank you for that. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the house. Lisa J. Stocks is here. And AceFlaw1 has been with me over 3 years, actually, since before the beginning of Tuber Chat, if you can imagine. We're coming up on 3 years in or around this May. And Derek's Journey actually dropped us a Super Chat. So that's the same reason that we have Little Ridge Farm on the screen for today. I'm going to be changing the way that stuff works in around March. We'll leave it for the rest of the month, but I hope to start making a couple of changes in March. But for now, we'll put those Super Chatters up on the screen right away, and we'll get to spinning the wheel afterwards. So right now we're looking at Little Ridge Farm. They're an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter as well. I've seen them out giving a lot of shout-outs for other creators, including Tuber Chat, for which I'm grateful, but they're always out wanting to help others, and Little Ridge Farm has an interesting story on their channel. I'll talk about it in a second. Yankee Kyle, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Watch hours can be gained easily here by swapping playlists with other creators. If you're willing to give watch hours to other creators, there's lots of people here who will be willing to help you as well. The best way to approach that here, I often simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. A better idea might be to say who would like to swap playlists in the chat, or who needs help with watch hours. And then my guess is that people will reach out to you even faster that way, right? We're always thinking about our own channels. Even the most selfless creators still have their own ideas in mind. You know, we all want our YouTube channels to grow. We probably want them to grow stronger and faster than they do, but the things we do here speed things up. And then thank you. Carpenter Self-Reliance asked a question. Did a short using the remix option for another channel got 2,000 views? Oh, gone without explanation. Yes, actually there is an explanation for that. Thank you, Scratch and PPA, for catching that. Carpenter Self-Reliance, forgive me for missing that. So there's a setting in the background of YouTube. Now, I have to be honest and let you know I've only barely done 20 shorts videos of my own that could be considered random content, right? Maybe 30, but I think it's closer to 20. I haven't fully explored or really put a lot of weight behind my experimentation. But there is a setting that says people can either clip or remix your content. What happens is if that creator changes that setting or removes that video, all videos that were remixed from that automatically disappear. And YouTube kind of spells that out, but you'll find that now that you hear me saying it, when you look through your own videos, and you'll find that setting. Facing Realities here from Jamaica. Ekjot TV, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Mr. Bones is here, and they are a well-respected moderator on many channels. Annabelle TV brings fun everywhere that they go, including here in Superchat. And in their content, a little bit of comedy comes with that. Now, when we look at Little Ridge Farm, who's up on the screen right now, it's interesting to notice this creator will tell you the story when you get to their channel. You'll find it, especially in their live streams. They actually had their house burned down and literally lost everything, if you can imagine. And a lot of creators have reached out, you know, kind of to help and this and that. Little Ridge Farm is the kind of creator to continue to help others. And want to support others and promote others, you know, even with what they've gone through and things like that. But you'll get more of the story when you're there. The channel's not about their house burning down. It's just a, you know, a tiny story in the midst of all of their content. But you'll find that they are from the homesteading community of channels, and this is another creator who seeks to help others by sharing knowledge and resources. So with 571 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 600 they're thinking about. Thank you again for your super chat, Little Ridge Farm. Absolutely unnecessary, of course, very much appreciated. And they've been a friend for a long time. Dirt Diggers UK is in the house. All that fluff and stuff is here from Australia. They happen to be a member, so I'll get them onto the wheel for today. Again, that will likely be changing next month. But Derek's Journey is coming up, and we'll see what they've got going on. It's fitness first on this channel, and they've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long time. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Sometimes you get into a premiere or live stream and get captivated by the content or the conversation and start saying hello to everybody and need that friendly reminder. The 3D printing ham is in the house. I've got them on the wheel as well for today. And then I will hopefully not be missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. We've got quite a full wheel for today, so I'm going to try to step it up now and move a little bit quicker through channels. So Derek's Journey's here. Like I said, fitness first. They bring us a lot of challenges. They're able to get a lot of creators to collaborate, which is kind of amazing, actually, because if you've ever in your life tried to get two people to agree on anything, I don't know how to get much more than that, but Derek's Journey is able to get that done and motivates everybody with positivity and energy, obviously. I'm just going to take their latest video and put this in a special playlist I've got that helps me keep caught up with creators. Unidentified S4, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, I'm going to put your channel on the screen right away. In the coming month, I may be changing the way that I handle these things. We just want to make sure we're featuring channels in the fairest way possible, of course. And Tuber Chat now has grown even farther, for which I'm grateful. You can see that we're busier than ever every single day. Gaming with Steven is here from Scotland. Good to see you in the house. Erica's Wacky Worlds, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. They might have found us through First Floor Audio. And then Psalm 146 Home and Garden actually took over the Stream Boss position a while ago. And they just dropped the highlighted milestone message. Those are free bonuses for anybody that's a paid member on any channel where they are enabled. They fly through the chat like a super chat, but they're colored green for the members. And you'll notice they knocked some life off of our Stream Boss as well. The video game life meter under my camera there. Last person to knock that out takes over and gets some extra exposure. And then thank you so much. Yes, Psalm 146 Home and Garden is expecting to start posting as frequently as once a week, possibly even more, which is great. Anything more you can do is wonderful. Here in Tuber Chat, I typically talk about the minimums that we know work based on my own experience. I also try to be transparent about the ideas behind what I have and have not done yet. I have not built a channel to over 100,000 or even close yet, but I have monetized 5 different channels, and we've seen rapid growth. Most of those are in the tens of thousands now, or at least some of them are. So let's look at Derek's Journey. Again, when we go through the videos, we see fitness first, but we also see a lot of family adventures. We get a wonderful look at the family life behind the channel. They'll bring us hauls as well as taste test challenges, and they take us to lots of different interesting places. Now, when we go back to the homepage, we look here and we see Balance Breakers Fitness and Gaming, which is another channel spawning from the Derek's Journey family. And then You Never Know with Jeannie and Jaden is a couple of the members of the in real life Derek's Journey family that are bringing us more variety in line with the fitness challenges that we know and love from Derek's Journey as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to them. Thank you again, Derek's Journey, for your super chat. He's done that countless times. Rock Chick Beauty just came in and did the same thing. So we're going to get her channel lined up. Unidentified S4 is up for the same reason. And we're going to have a look at what they've got going on. They talk about the unexplained. So when I hit their about page, they actually... I'll leave it to you to read the about page because it's quite lengthy over here, but they're going to talk about everything unexplained. So, you know, when we talk about UFOs and a lot of the things that are challenged out there as ideas, things that we scientifically want to back up, fact check, start talking about some of the things we don't hear about. And Unidentified S4 will often have engaging live stream panels with other creators talking about it as well, which is really, really cool. So they've been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter ever since finding us. You can see their channel is experiencing rapid growth now with 8,900 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 9,000 that they're thinking about. Harry Does Tech, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. They happen to be a member, so for today, I'm going to put them on the wheel right away. And that system might be changing in the next month, but I will also update our video description if it does so that everybody can be informed, and I'll put notices in the chat here so that everybody can understand exactly how things are working here in Tuber Chat all the way along. When we look at the wheel, we've got quite a bit of channels on there, but I'm going to get to Rock Chick Beauty right now. Now, when we look at Unidentified S4, though, that's on the screen, we see that they've got live streams. Hopefully, I'll catch them again. They just did one an hour ago, actually. I've got a notification on for when they're going to do tomorrow. It'll be a little while after Tuber Chat. We'll be on earlier tomorrow, actually. I'm expecting to be on at noon tomorrow Eastern. I had said earlier it might be 2 o'clock, but I'm going to likely do it earlier tomorrow just so everybody knows. I'm also going to take your latest video and put it in my catch-up list just to make sure that I stay caught up with Unidentified S4. And like I said, hopefully I'll catch them for a live stream again because they're always warm welcoming and they like helping other people grow their channels as well. Rock Chick Beauty is coming up and we'll see what she's got going on from the UK. She started with beauty, and this is a creator who actually almost 2 years ago reset and restarted their channel, and they have expanded into a lot of other content. The Stock Explorer's in the house right now as a member and a moderator. So I'm going to get them onto the wheel right now for today. Again, that system might be changing. And then Herman the Great is back to their original name, which is cool. It'll make them fast to follow and easy to find, if that's what we're looking for. And then as well, we're looking at Rock Chick Beauty. So you'll notice that this creator, for anybody who's seen her channel more than once, she updates the look of her channel and her presentation often. Even though she has a different thumbnail for every single video, she has a consistent look, obviously with bright bold headshots and professional looking thumbnails. And she also brings us live streams and shorts videos. The live streams can involve content of just about any kind. But Rock Chick Beauty started with beauty and started bringing us unboxings and product reviews, and has now gotten into a lot of sponsored videos as well. So I'm going to take her latest video. I'm going to put it into my catch-up list. It's a bit of a different video for this channel. But when I talk about her changing up the presentation, she updates her banner and her avatar frequently. And she's a generous creator who's willing to hop in on other people's live streams and panels and things like that as well. And then thank you so much, Unstable TV Shorts, for the kind words in your highlighted milestone message. Again, they are from Ireland. I've got them on the wheel, so they'll likely come up soon, and I'm just spinning for the first time. So thank you one more time to all of our super chatters. And Coastal Water is coming up right now. Our featured channel for today is Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs. They're willing to swap playlists. Lots of creators here are. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of creators into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead, because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Coastal Water, when you spell it properly, it comes up right away. You just have to notice it's got to be spelled right. And it's two words together as one. So we see Coastal Water up here. And I like talking about this channel, first of all, because Coastal Water and her husband, Backlash Fisherman, are incredibly supportive creators. I run into them constantly supporting others. But they're also out, so first of all, they're out supporting others, but then as well, they live stream, they bring similar content, but they're incredibly supportive of each other. So this is a husband and wife combo with separate channels, which is really, really cool. So hopefully everybody will be inspired by the idea of family with so much togetherness, even though they're doing somewhat different things. You often find them on each other's channels and things like that as well. You'll see what I mean in a moment. Jackson, UK, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And then thank you, Angie's Exploration. Yes, hopefully you're going to meet some new friends here today. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. Thank you for coming in. Actually, I just was reminded of something. Now, I had thought, and I'm going to have to ask some forgiveness from a few creators here. I had thought that I'd looked at my mailbox literally right before Christmas, and I didn't realize how many weeks had passed. But Kristen went over there the other day and found out that there are a few Happy Meal envelopes here that feel like Christmas cards. I have to guess right now because I haven't opened them. I will think about doing a Happy Meal type video or something like that on my personal channel. But I do have a handful of these things here, and I'm kind of grateful. But one of them is from Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. Also Hugo Homestead, and then I've got another couple here as well. So thank you so much for that. I can't believe that I've missed those for so long. I literally thought I looked on like January the 23rd or 24th, or December 23rd or 24th or something like that. But I'm grateful to have these here. Old Man King Homestead, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Now, when I look at Coastal Waters content, I'm just going to roll over a couple of these live streams, and you'll notice that there's some ride-alongs, right? She does a lot of these. She calls them car confessions, and the conversation can go just about anywhere based on the chat. There's Backlash Fisherman right there, and you see what I mean about the family togetherness on this channel. Now, sometimes you see both of these creators either in the kitchen, they could be indoors, they could be outdoors, they could be doing their ride-along live streams. I'm just going to put Backlash Fisherman up right now as well. It's hard for me now to talk about one of these channels without both because, like I said, they're a husband and wife combo. They're both doing shorts, videos, and live streams. When we get to Backlash Fisherman, we see some more ride-alongs. Here's an example. Like I said, they could be either in the kitchen or doing something else. Indoors, outdoors, you often see Coastal Water on this channel, and Backlash Fisherman is fishing first, as a matter of fact. So lots of different content from both of these creators, but both of them have memberships here, and they're both incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. So I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. I did say I was going to try to move faster today than usual because we seem to be having an overwhelmingly busy day again, for which I'm grateful, but we're going to get the 3D printing ham up right now. What I was going to say, and I got off on a tangent there, is for anybody that's brand new to Tuber Chat, my recommendation is to make the first move. Reach out to other creators to support them first, knowing that they will do the same thing for you after. There are a lot of creators who've been with Tuber Chat for a long time or are here frequently. They will not go to a brand new channel that they see in the chat. Some will, but most won't, because they want to see how you interact with everybody here first so that they can make a judgment call for themselves as to whether you might be a loyal and dedicated supporter before they will connect. So the best move for everybody to get the most value out of your time here is always to make the first move. We live by generosity here, and the idea is to give much more than we expect to receive here on YouTube as well as out in the world. But the idea is you do more for others than you expect them to do for you, and I promise you, If you can do that, you'll hear in the stories that I tell over the next couple of hours that it turns around and it usually comes back more than you would have hoped for in the beginning. Home Bartending with John is on the wheel. Christina Trammell, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And now I feel myself trying to rush, so I'm tripping here a bit. Makeup Mom and Son is in the house as well from the other side of the fence. I'm not sure if I actually got your channel on the wheel yet. I think I did not. I'm going to put it on right now. Oh, I did. Never mind. I did. This might be a record-breaking wheel today, as a matter of fact. But we're still expecting to be here just under another 2 hours. We'll get to as many channels as we can in that time. James Money 615, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And then, yeah, watch time is something we focus on a lot here. Now, if I've missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Right now, we're looking at the 3D printing ham. This is a channel that was born from an original first channel from this creator who happens to be an advocate for the ham radio community, hence the name, the 3D printing ham. So we get a lot of 3D printing content here. What this creator had started to do was put this content on their original channel and then broke off into a second one after they had a few pieces of content ready to go. You see a bit of the 3D printing here, but this is the gaming ham with 259 subscribers, and you can see a lot of video gameplay, and they tend to mix things up, which is really cool. They've been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, as I always say, for a long time, so hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them and getting some of that support coming back to you as well. Allen Family Adventures, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everyone in the chat, and then we'll get through as many channels on the screen as we can within the next couple of hours. So Smallholder Homestead was actually here before we started and came back in not too long after, so thank you for that. They're here with us frequently. They've passed their 300 subscribers. I'm hoping we can get them a few extra so that we can keep that 300 locked in. Most of us know how YouTube likes to play games with our numbers and they fluctuate. Jedi Cameron, I'm always good, thank you, and hopefully you are too. And thank you for the share, Jackson UK. And then when Smallholder Homestead, they've just put up a new video. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. But what I find from the community of homesteading channels, and I really actually group a lot of channels into this genre or niche. I talk about gardening, farming, ranching, fishing, cooking, not cooking, but camping or outdoor cooking, a lot of outdoor type channels. And these creators bring a lot of indoor and outdoor content. Most of them do at least shorts and videos, if not live streams as well. Maybe that's an idea for the future for Smallholder Homestead. But a lot of the creators behind these channels, I have found, seem to have this instinctive nature in wanting to share knowledge and resources with each other. So they do that through their YouTube videos. Most of them are extremely humble by saying we're going to show you our successes and our failures so that you can hopefully help avoid some of the mistakes that you see can be detrimental, and therefore get your homesteading activities to move a little bit faster. JJ Little Show is coming up right now. We'll see what this creator's got going on. If anybody wants to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs is our featured channel for today, and they will definitely be willing to help anybody that's looking for watch hours. So let's look at little JJ Little Show and see what they've got going on their channel. They also have videos and shorts, and they will show off their artwork here. and hopefully we will enjoy that. They love studying magic as well, which is kind of cool. They watch a lot of America's Got Talent. They definitely have a lot of magicians there, so hopefully we'll see some of that on this channel. I've still got to get to know JJ Little Show. They've got 646 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, but I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos here. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list, and that will give me another piece of content to watch. One of the things that I like about putting channels on the screen here in Superchat is that over time I get to know the channels over weeks and months by hanging out in live streams and watching videos. I get to know the content, and then if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I always enjoy learning from other creators, and I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. Old AF reviewers, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Chef Shapino, thank you so much for the highlighted milestone message. GA Girl, Every Woman Wellness channel is here, and I actually caught her for a live stream. I think it was yesterday. I've caught her many times. She's always full of energy and excitement, and just loves spreading that energy towards everybody in the chat when you're there. We're going to look at her channel next because she just dropped a super chat on us. Now I'm considering changing the system of how we put channels on the screen and wheel in the coming month. Won't be right away. I'll give it a few weeks, but we're hoping to try to help Superchat progress so that we can continue to do things in the fairest way possible, knowing that we're busier than ever now. All that fluff and stuff. How do you gift a membership? So things like super chats and memberships are absolutely unnecessary here. Very much appreciated. You can see we've got a lot of members. We've had an abundant number of super chats, especially over the last long while, and I'm extremely grateful for that. But the system here is open to everybody. Everybody has the chance to be on the wheel or the screen. You do not have to super chat. You do not have to be a member. But one of the newest things that YouTube introduced a while back was gifting memberships. It's an incredibly generous thing to have done. I certainly don't want to solicit that. But if you look through the super chat and membership system, the same place that you would get a membership, what you should see is a opportunity, and I'll show you the window here. I'm on a computer, of course. It's a little bit different on a phone, but if you hit the button here, you'll see membership gifting, and this gives you the opportunity to gift memberships in different amounts. We don't get to pick who gets the membership. Nobody gets to pick that. YouTube distributes it based on the algorithm or the recommendation engine or some calculation in the background, but it is it is quite a I wonder if I don't know if I can get that link. It's just in the button. If you don't have the super chat button, that just might be because it's in the it's not available on every platform like iPhone and iPad or in every country. So that might be the idea. But the same place that we do super chats and memberships is where that button is. It's not as much of a link. What I can ask is if Scratch and PPA or one of the moderators doesn't mind just grabbing the join link. We usually don't drop that here. You should see a join button if it's available right under the chat. But even the Stock Explorer, thank you for that. And then swap playlists. No, what we're talking about, Angie's Explorations, thank you for asking. When we talk about swapping playlists is what I recommend is making playlists on your own channel. Something where you've got 10 or 20 videos, something where you've got 30 or 40 videos. If you have that many things like that, you can measure how long they are, basically based on how long the videos are. And what you want to do is reach out to other creators here in the Superchat community and let them know that you're willing to run an entire playlist of their videos, which means you go on their channel, you watch their videos. You're only obligated to run the playlist. You don't have to sit and watch every single second. You don't have to comment on every video. As much as every comment or like will be appreciated that you can do, as long as everybody's doing as much as they can for each other, everybody's just fine. But you're just talking about running it, and then you'll find lots of creators will be willing to run your playlist as well. So you just have a conversation with each creator here, one at a time. Take your time with it. And my recommendation is to swap with one person a day if you can. You could do anything up to a 24-hour playlist that way, right? Some creators can do multiple windows on multiple devices and things like that, which is great. But whatever you can do is always helpful, of course, right? And we always think about the idea of helping others first. What you think about the hours that you're helping other people with, And then I promise you, your hours are going to rack up because of the friendships that you're making. BNC Gardening, Experiments, Homestead, and Baking. Good to see you in the chat. Thank you so much for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. I will put your channel up next, and we'll get back to spinning the wheel in a moment. Right now, we're looking at GA Girl, I Am Every Woman. Oh, sorry, she changed her name. It used to be GA Girl, I Am Every Woman, the Dream Team, and now it's called GA Girl, Every Woman Wellness Channel. But the same fun, loving creator in the background of this channel. She is a powerhouse of energy. She is always positive and uplifting on her channel. You'll find that when you get there. And I've been lucky to catch her many, many, many times for live streams. I'm going to take one of her videos, though, and put it in my catch-up list so I can catch up with those. But she's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long time. You can see she talks about inspiration, body, soul, mind, health blogs, positivity talks, entertainment. The conversation can go just about anywhere here through videos, shorts, and live streams. So she's got almost 1,500 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. Trivia Lane, thank you for coming in. And I'm just curious, I noticed, Trivia Lane, I did get your channel into our slides because they're a silver member already, even though they're brand new to Superchat, and it is a brand new channel. I was their second subscriber today. I'm just curious if that's somebody that I already know with a new channel, or if that's a new creator to the Tuber Chat community. And forgive me for not knowing already. The Honorable Angelina Nordstrom, good to see you in the house. Thank you so much for the Super Chat. I really do appreciate that. And for that reason, I'm going to put your channel up right after BNC Gardening, Experiments, Homestead, and Baking. Right now, again, we're looking at GA Girl, I Am Every Woman Wellness. And then Truly Miracle will get added onto the wheel as well. So let's get the next channel ready to go. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And then thank you so much, Trivia Lane, especially for the extra generous support in grabbing that silver membership. But I do have your channel set to run in the slides that I'm actually going to run in another moment here. And that happens at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. And as a member, for now, your channel will be added onto the wheel. This goes for everybody who's a member in Tuber Chat. I will be expecting to change the system in another few weeks, let's say March, where we will find another way to be able to put channels on the screen and wheel, but it might not be quite exactly the same. Just please keep an eye on our video descriptions to notice the changes. We'll try to do our best to notify everybody right away. BNC Gardening, Experiments, Homestead, and Baking is up on the screen right now. Now, I thought we looked at this channel the other day, and forgive me if I'm mistaken. I'm just going to go through their videos. Maybe we haven't connected yet. I thought that we did. But this is the first time we're looking at their channel, but they've been here before. So the Bullock Experience, pardon me, let me just get you onto the wheel. Tropical Buzz is the Stock Explorer with a second channel in the chat. I'm just going to get the Bullock Experience here with Truly Miracle, and then we're going to talk about how I'm going to connect with BNC Gardening Experiments. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, so what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I'll take the 17-minute one. I'm going to put this in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We are always here 3 or 4 days a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Yeah, when we talk about the idea of super chats and memberships and things like that, memberships are not available to be purchased on iPhones or iPads anywhere at all. It's also not available in every country in the world, but that's a hint right there. And the reason why is because of the financial agreements between some of the companies. Apple insists on taking 30% of anything made on an Apple platform, and then Google takes their 30% after Apple takes their 30%. So with Super Chats, what Google did is raise the price for iPhone and iPad. So you'll notice they're about 30 to 32% higher. But memberships are not available because Google said we're not going to have people, get a membership on a channel for $5 and then see the creator basically barely get $2 of that, which they're going to have to pay taxes on and things like that. So my math is not accurate there, but you get an idea of what I'm talking about. So memberships and things like that, again, not absolutely unnecessary here, very much appreciated, but they have to be done on an Android device or a computer or something other than an iPhone or an iPad. So B&C Gardening Experiments, Homestead, and Baking, I've got your video on my watch later list. And married couple enjoying the outdoors, new homesteaders with a twist of baking and cooking. So we'll be looking at how they're going to share their ideas and experiments on their channel. I'm going to put one more channel up on the screen right now for the same reason. Thank you for your super chat, by the way, B&C, and then the Honorable Angelina Nordstrom, who's an incredibly supportive creator. I see them out supporting others all the time as well. Thank you for your super chat as well. We've got you up on the screen for the same reason. I'll get back to spinning the wheel in another moment. The Journals of Awakening is here. Good to see you in the house. I know you were live earlier, but I actually was running a premiere on my own channel and I didn't make it into yours while I was setting up, but I have caught them recently for a couple of live streams, and they're always engaging and warm and welcoming. Yeah, all that fluff and stuff, it should be available on a computer, even if it's an Apple computer. They typically allow it through like Chrome or Firefox and things like that. I'm on a computer all the time. But yeah, it's just one restriction that they have there. The Butler Family Farm, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. The Honorable Angelina Nordstrom is somebody who I'm still getting to know when it comes to their content, but I'm just going to grab their latest Chasing Liberation video, and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That will help me to catch up with this creator, make sure I don't fall behind. And when we look at their About page, we see that they're talking about poetry, advocacy, lifestyle, and I'm sure a lot more as well. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. With 287 subscribers, we'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more creators into Super Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm. When you share, people might find it as a replay, if that makes sense. So Derek's Journey we already looked at earlier because they dropped a super chat on us, but the Journals of Awakening, look at that luck. You just came in. I just put you on the wheel. You're going to be the next channel that we look at in 3 minutes. All right, we're back and we're looking at the Journals of Awakening. Luckily, Scratch and Pete PA, I mean, he is a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family, to say the least. But he's literally here for every single stream, for which I'm grateful. He supports in everything that I do. He supports everybody. You'll hear me talk about more of that when we look at his channel. He's in the pole position on the Wheel of Doom, but he does catch a lot of the mistakes that I make, if not all of them, here in Tuber Chat. And I promise you, I make as many as anybody, and I miss things in the chat. Thank goodness. But Butler Family Farm dropped a super chat, so I'm going to put that channel up in a moment. I didn't mean to have missed that, but we will get them up right after the Journals of Awakening right now, and then. Pardon me, I thought I just missed something else in the chat. Yes, Nova Real Show is in the house. Good to see you here. Be Amazing Sylvia is another creator who's been with me for about 3 years, and you'll recognize her from the Drop the Link Day crew. She's another creator who wants to help others with their YouTube journey, and she is getting on thousands of subscribers now. We'll look at her channel soon enough. The Journals of Awakening is on a very odd number. We need somebody to subscribe to this channel like right this second. You can see the number of subscribers that they have right now. We'd love to see them at 667 subscribers. But what I can tell you, if you haven't already connected with them, is they're here with us just about every single day. They're incredibly supportive as a creator. But when you join them, especially for a live stream, they bring you right into their presentation as well. And you'll get an idea, hopefully, if I roll over a couple of these, of the content on this channel. And the Journals of Awakening is a very humorous creator. They've got a ton of energy. They really are witty, and they can come up with, additions to their content off the cuff, which is really, really cool. So I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They've also got shorts and videos on their channel, and I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Like I said, we just want to get them off that subscriber number more than anything else right now. So if anybody hasn't connected with the Journals of Awakening, I hope you will. And as for the Journals of Awakening yourself, please start reaching out to other creators as fast as you can. I am not a superstitious person, but I know what that number can mean in a roundabout sort of way. So we'd love to move creators past it as quick as we can. Butler Family Farm dropped a super chat on us as well. I thought I was already connected to that channel, but I must be mistaken. So this must be the first time that we're putting them up on our screen. And I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of their latest videos. I think I might take this Ducks Are Us video, and I'm going to put this in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. As I do for all creators, that should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We are always here 3 or 4 times a week, and we mix up the days and times so we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Chris and Larry Homestead is in the house. Vibes with the Thompson family has also come in. And then, yeah, thank you, all that fluff and stuff. Yeah, those are not available on iPhone or iPad as far as I understand. So, Butler Family Farm, we will be connected. They're at 592 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They happen to be from San Diego, California, and they will be bringing us their homesteading activities on their farming channel, which is great. So let's spin the wheel. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Deborah's Journey, good to see you here. Mama 4 Boys is coming up. Thank you again, Butler Family Farm, for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. Deborah's Journey, FR Humphrey is coming up on the wheel. And we want to make sure we're getting mom of 4 boys, right? When we're looking for channels here in Superchat, we just have to double check that we're spelling everybody's channel the right way so we don't accidentally get to the wrong channel if we have something with a similar name, for instance. But mom of 4 boys is here with us every day now, so thank you for that. I also see them out supporting other creators all the time. There's a lot to learn on this channel through shorts, videos, and live streams, and they're incredibly supportive there. There you go, the Journals of Awakening. And thank you to everybody who reached out to that channel. We usually don't do a push, but whenever we see a channel on that particular 66 you know what number, we try to move them a little bit faster. And then the Adventures of Kenny and Debbie, good to see you in the house as well. And when we look at Mom of 4 Boys, we're going to see some delicious looking content in their shorts to start with, and a lot more on the channel in their videos. Now, I'm going to take their latest one, Super Bowl Pizza Game Day Easy and Cheesy. I'm going to take that and put that into my catch-up list. And they really got on a lot of these Super Bowl ideas, right? Game day. This is really cool because hopefully they're going to catch a lot of the traffic on the way up. Hopefully that will perform well between today and tomorrow, and maybe even into Monday. We'll see. But Mom of 4 Boys, more than anything else, like I said, while I'm still getting to know their content, they are an incredibly supportive creator, and I see them out supporting others all the time. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen in a second here. Looks like it's going to be Kelly Bullock from the Bullock Experience. This is a creator that has an interesting banner on their channel, and I'll show you what I mean when I get them up here. They've been on our screen a ton of times, like, you know, many times. They're an incredibly supportive creator. They changed it up. They changed it up. So now, Kelly Bullock, you're gonna have to let me know what is on the banner now. It used to be a 3-pound bass for anybody that was recognizing this channel, but that looks like it might have taken the place as a record breaker. Now, it's fishing first on this channel, and catfishing, I believe, more than anything else. But they do shorts and live streams on the channel, and the conversation can go anywhere during some of the more lengthy live streams, as you can imagine. This is another incredibly supportive channel. They're both here in Superchat almost every day and out supporting others. Every time I'm out supporting others, I see them supporting others. 47 pounds, are you serious? My dear goodness, that is something else. A 47-pound blue catfish on this. I don't even know if I've seen a 3-pound one in real life during my fishing, my small number of fishing adventures. But wow, that's a whopper. So that's good stuff, and the Bullock Experience will likely explain more of that on their channel. All that fluff and stuff, thank you so much for a gifted membership. I really do appreciate that. It's gone to an incredibly supportive creator, Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. I'm sure we'll be happy to have that gifted membership, and that means that they'll be added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat every day for the rest of the month. I might be changing the system in a few weeks, just so that everybody knows a little bit in advance. We might change slightly the way that we put channels on the wheel and the screen. We just want to make sure we continue to do it in the fairest way possible, knowing that Superchat has grown and is busier than ever every day. Chris and Larry Homestead just dropped a super chat as well. Thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. So I'm going to put their channel up in another moment, but all that fluff and stuff, I have decided after a little while, or over the last couple of months, to try to remember to treat gifted memberships the same way that we treat Super Chat. So I'll put all that fluff and stuff up on the screen right now because they just gifted that membership, and then we'll look at Chris and Larry Homestead and get back to the spinning the wheel shortly. Now, all that fluff and stuff comes to us from Australia, and they typically bring us these, pardon me, like always, I'm not drinking enough. we gotta remember to stay hydrated, but especially if you're going to talk at high speed, it can catch up with you quickly. Now, when we look at all that fluff and stuff, this channel started by bringing us on the water. They brought us snorkeling, reef fishing, mud crabbing, and literally out on the water with them in Australia in the Whitsundays. Now, they bring shorts, videos, and live streams, but they've expanded their content now. There's a lot more produced content on the channel, of which I'm going to grab another video. And then they've also got live streams. They got into a lot of cooking videos, actually, and challenges, collaborations with other creators, and they're growing just fine with over 2,600 subscribers now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 2,700 that they're thinking about. All That Fluff has been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. I'm getting premature and spinning the wheel there. We're going to get Chris and Larry Homestead up on the screen because they dropped a super chat. All That Fluff and Stuff gifted a membership. Makeup Mom and Son is coming in as well, gifting another membership. And then we're going to get Jedi Cameron onto the wheel right before we start spinning because I just accidentally spun the wheel there. Let's get Makeup Mom and Son up onto, or get ready to put that channel up on the screen in another moment. And we'll see where that gifted membership ended up. Roadhog got that. I know they're in the chat, so we'll get Roadhog up onto the wheel right away. For today, we're still treating all the memberships and super chats the same way, but I will try to change the system in the coming weeks. On a day, thank you so much for another membership. I really do appreciate that. Glad you're meeting some friends here. Hopefully everybody keeps it up. And again, it doesn't matter whether you have been here many times before or if you're brand new. The idea always is still by making the first move and reaching out to other creators, you will find the best success and best value for your time here spent in Tuber Chat. Butler Family Farm took over that stream boss position a while ago. That's the video game life meter under my camera. Thank you for the reminder. The Stock Explorer. And then every Super Chat and membership knocks a bit of life off of the Stream Boss. That's a feature included with Streamlabs Desktop. And then the last person to knock them out gets some extra exposure, as we have seen. Get to the Farm. Good to see you in the house. Courtney Shanice Reviews is here. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Chris and Larry Homestead is up right now, and they are well over 16,000 subscribers now. They were here in Tuber Chat long before they had 10, and we have just seen rapid, solid growth from this channel. My belief is it is because more than anything else, they are incredibly supportive to others. As you can see, it's wonderful to see a channel of this size still turning around to support others as much as they can. I appreciate you coming back into Tuber Chat. Of course, I'm just going to grab your latest video. I know it's a shorter one, or one of these videos. Sorry, I will grab the latest one. I'm going to put that into my catch-up list so I can catch up a little bit. They're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And just keep in mind as well, for everybody, even if you've been here many times before, our moderators and myself will knock out any messages that are self-promoting. The idea is as long as we're connecting with each other and building friendships, all the new people that you meet here in Tuber Chat will be there or available to catch your newest content, whether it's video shorts or live streams. Courtney Shanice Reviews just picked up another gifted membership from Makeup Mom and Son. So thank you, my dear friend Michelle, for that. And Courtney Shanice Reviews will be added to the wheel right now. Okay, pardon me. Hopefully I'm not missing anything in the chat. Chris and Larry Homestead, of course, are going to bring us all their homesteading activities, but they've actually got a lot going on this channel. It takes getting through a few videos to realize all the different things that they're doing, because they produce merchandise as well as all the homesteading activities, and they've got a lot of family togetherness on the channel as well. So let's look at the next channel that we're going to get up on the screen. Thank you one more time, Chris and Larry Homestead, for your super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. And not only is this channel incredibly consistent, both with shorts, videos, and live streams. I just want to see how your shorts are doing as well here. Yeah, they've got some shorts with thousands of views, which is great to see. And then, you know, videos, they've got some really popular stuff, as you can see. Look at this, 30,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. So, you know, this is wonderful to see. And again, that this creator is coming back to support so many people in such a generous way. And Makeup Mom and Son dropped a couple of gifted memberships here. So we've got that channel up on the screen again. And I see that all that fluff and stuff is doing that again. It's an incredibly generous thing to do. Thank you for that. And then B&C Gardening, Experiments, Homestead, and Baking. We looked at their channel earlier, but they picked up that gifted membership. So starting with the next live stream that they're here for, they'll be added to the wheel right away as soon as we see them in the chat. Again, that system might be changing in the next month. Now, Makeup Mom and Son's been a dear friend for a long time. She's here as a moderator and a gold member. And all of the moderators here are dear friends of mine. They have been for a long time. They're all dear friends of each other. They all have channels of their own, and they all do different things. But one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. They all live wholeheartedly by the idea of giving much more to others than they expect to receive. I see that in each of them, both on and off of YouTube. It's probably the biggest part of the speech that I could give behind my friendship with each of them. And then, yeah, Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. That was either All That Fluff and Stuff or Makeup Mom and Son. I'm just going to get your channel up on the wheel now. I thought you were here earlier. I might have been mistaken about that. I just want to let you know as well, Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. I got my card a month late, probably. So pardon me. I thought I looked at the mailbox. I didn't realize how many weeks have gone by since I've been over there, and Kristen actually went and picked up a bunch of stuff. So I've got a couple of envelopes to open here. Thank you for this.
You're welcome.
And then Rem's Family Farm, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Mob's Yarnery and Cooking is also in the house. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. And then Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve, you're on the wheel. Actually, I think your email notification, if you got one, will tell you. When people are gifted memberships, what you'll notice as well is that an email notification usually goes out if somebody has emails enabled. And it usually will tell you. I think it tells you who gifted the membership. I could be mistaken. I have to go back and look and see if I see any of those. G Wolf United Gaming, good to see you in the house. I'm always good. Hopefully you are too. And then, oh, okay. Thank you, Good Times Homestead. Yes, and then, yes, absolutely. Harry Does Tech. After your channel is set up, verify with a phone number. Very important, so you can unlock a lot of features like the community tab and live streaming and things like that. Makeup Mom and Son is now over 1,800 subscribers. So I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 1,900. She's going to be thinking about. Now, this creator started with beauty and makeup, right? Makeup Mom and Son. I'm just going to grab her latest video, though, and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list so that I don't fall too far behind. Now, she really expanded her content and is an incredibly supportive creator. So much so that now, about 2 years ago, when she started live streaming, she was rated 3 times, and the stream went on for I think 4.5 hours or somewhere around there. But it kind of speaks volumes to the generosity of this creator. Now, she always wants to help others. She's done an interview series on her channel among a lot of other live streams. I've been honored to have been interviewed by her. She might be picking those up again as well. And she does a lot of taste test reviews, challenges, monthly subscription unboxings, and is constantly thinking about new ways to bring fresh content to her audience, even within the same couple of genres or niches around beauty, makeup, and monthly subscriptions. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. I know you'll enjoy the support that comes back from her, and she's fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. When we look at Caden Plays It, we see a channel that's getting a bit of help from Makeup Mom and Son, because this is the channel that belongs to the son of Makeup Mom and Son. And here we see a couple of more product reviews, but then we get into some shorts as well as some video gameplay. So we'd love to encourage this young creator by pushing them a little bit farther past maybe the 45 subscribers they're thinking about right now, and a little bit farther on the road towards their first 100. And then thank you, All That Fluff and Stuff, for another gifted membership. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated, of course. Little Ridge Farm will be happy to have picked up that membership, and that means the next time that they're here, which is just about every day, we'll put them on the wheel right away as well. Again, I will be changing that system, but that's how we've been doing it up until now. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. And when we talk about these gifted memberships, it's an incredibly generous thing to have done between All That Fluff and Stuff and Makeup Mom and Son today. But I always only put channels up on the screen one time. Jedi Cameron, pardon me, I did spin the wheel earlier, and luckily right now I made a mistake of not taking off Makeup Mom and Son, so we got a free spin in there. But Jedi Cameron, which used to be Hyper Blitz, is up on the screen right now. And then I'll try to clean up the wheel a little bit based on channels that we've already seen. I always only put channels on the screen once per stream, no matter what. But I also see Reynante Laros is back in the chat. Thank you for coming in. And if I've missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. When we look at this channel, which was called Hyper Blitz, is making me laugh with the banner, subscriber else. Jedi Cameron brings us a lot of video gameplay, and they actually started mostly with gameplay, but you see that they broke into a couple of talking head videos here. I'm just going to think about what I'm going to grab from one of their latest videos. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list, and that will give me a chance to catch up and make sure I don't fall behind. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 150 subscribers that we know they must be thinking about. So I'm going to try to move it a little bit faster now. We still got a long way to go, at least an hour. We will be here. We're not really in any race today to finish, so we'll get to as many channels as we can. Lots of time right now. Unstable TV is coming up from Ireland. They've actually got a couple of channels for us to look at, including a new shorts channel. This is an incredibly dynamic couple of creators with a wonderful chemistry and back and forth between them, with over 19,000 subscribers now. We have been watching them grow extremely rapidly for a long time here. A little while back, they tapped into some reaction videos, and it's not that anybody can just do a reaction to anything. That's not the way that that works. But when you put some real-time research into the idea of reaction videos, if you can find some that are right for your audience, you could find a little bit of success, and that's what they've done. Now, you'll notice the view numbers on their channel, right? Sometimes we have a video that gets 166 views. Sometimes we have one that gets 1,000 within a day. And this is an example of what they've been doing for a long time, constantly experimenting, putting out tons of content. Like I said, live streams, they've got shorts and a new shorts channel. I'll show you that in a second, as well as their videos. When we look at the most popular ones, look at these: 90,000, 180,000, 200,000. So they're really doing well and growing rapidly. They are officially on the road to 20,000 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer to that right now. And of course, they're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. When we look at Unstable TV Shorts, we see that these creators are also experimenting with a lot of shorts videos, and they seem to have tapped into a way to be getting some serious action on most of these now, which is great. So this will be a channel to watch, and 226 subscribers already. So hopefully we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. They put a lot of work into their thumbnails, yeah, too. It's one thing that I don't talk about enough, actually, about Unstable TV, but thank you for mentioning that. I'm sure that's what you're talking about from the other side of the fence, but they put a lot of effort and work into these, as you can see, as does Makeup Mom and Son that we saw before. Now, My Flock is Everywhere is coming up. This is another creator who's incredibly supportive. I run into them out supporting other creators all the time. They also want to talk to us about the unexplained more than anything else. They got a few channels here, but when we look at their About page, they've got some other social networks that we can connect with. They've got some short videos here. I'm not going to take the latest one. I'm going to take another one over here, and I'm going to put this in my catch-up list just to give me another few minutes of watch time to give you here. And then we look and we see that they've got a lot of live streams as well. And you'll notice that a lot of the content here is talking about some unexplained activity, but they're also out supporting others, like we saw Unstable TV earlier today, and I Want to Know is a channel that comes to mind. But My Flock is Everywhere is incredibly supportive. 487 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that they're thinking about. So if anybody would like to swap playlists in the chat, for the purpose of gaining watch hours, Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs is our featured channel for today. They'll be willing to do that. Anybody can reach out to each other by simply saying, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. FR Humphrey is coming up right now. This is a creator I'm still getting to know, but they're here with us frequently, and they're out supporting other creators as well. More shorts videos here on their front page. Some of these are starting to get some activity, which is great. I'm just going to hit their videos page for a second. I'm going to grab one of their latest videos. I know these are quite short, but I'm going to... Oh, this one's already in my catch-up list. That's okay. And then we've got live streams that might reappear on this channel among the shorts videos. So FR Humphrey, I'm looking forward to getting to know your content a little bit better. They're in Alabama. They create lifestyle content focused, on creativity for stress relief, mental and emotional well-being, and other fun. So 394 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 that they're thinking about. Budgeting Just Because is here for the very first time. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. House of X Entertainment Inc. has come into the chat as well, and that is Yo, it's your boy Leo, and it's me, Wanston, yes, honey, and they are both monetized creators with a joint channel now. Thank you one more time, Makeup Mom and Son, and all that fluff and stuff for those gifted memberships. I really do appreciate that extra generosity, and I'm sure those creators will be appreciative of those as well. The Bud Files are up on the screen right now. They're here with us every day, and they're out supporting other creators. I run into them constantly. Macix team, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. The Bud Files are modern-day archaeologists, and what they seek to do more than anything else on their channel is uncover history and digitally preserve it. They've got a lot more variety lately, actually, and they do shorts and live streams as well. I've been lucky to have caught them a few times. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos, Rural Dakota Ramblings. I think I did this yesterday. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I thought I put that in my watch later list. Maybe I was mistaken. So I've got that on my catch-up list now so that I can keep caught up with these creators, make sure I don't fall behind. Playlists can be a wonderful tool, first of all, for swapping and exchanging watch hours, like Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs like to do, as well as a lot of other creators here in the chat. Most of our moderators will be willing to do that, even though most of them are monetized as well. It's still a benefit to monetize creators because of the friendship that is built when trading favors, and because of the retention averages that are pushed up when you run every single second of every single video in a playlist for somebody. So the Bud Files, now over 1,000 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,100 that we know that they're thinking about as well. And let's spin the wheel. I did say we were going to try to move a little bit faster. We still got an hour to go. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. And Tori's Brain is coming up. This is a creator that brings us mind-challenging games that are fun to play for everyone, and the interaction from the chat is really cool. The video production on this channel is really on next level, actually. And Tori's Brain does a wonderful job of keeping engaged with the chat while the games are playing in the chat as well. Literally, you're able to answer the games in the chat, and the stuff like incorporates onto the screen. It's really, really cool. But these games, you know, you've seen things like this before. I think almost everybody's probably seen a game night or a bingo night or a trivia live stream and things like that. Tori's brain is a little bit different because the games are going to challenge our mind, but they're still fun to play for everyone. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They have been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long, long time. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that they will. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. It helps get another thumbs up and every other piece of engagement really helps. Even I have to be reminded actually to give those thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Sometimes you get into a premiere or a live stream and get captivated by the content or the conversation and just need that friendly reminder, so I appreciate those as well. I'm going to try to clean up the wheel here a little bit, but Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve is coming up right now. And they were gifted a membership earlier, so that is a very cool thing. But Jen from Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve has been a dear friend for a very long time. She supports on all of my channels, and I do have, luckily Kristen picked this up the other day, but I do have a Happy Mail that can be opened. I will try to consider doing that on my personal channel, but either way, I'm very grateful for that. It speaks to the generosity of this creator and their support, both for me and for Superchat, for which I'm grateful. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve is another creator who brings fun everywhere that they go. They always engage conversation, and when you engage true conversation in any chat, whether it's a premiere or a live stream, you're really doing a wonderful service for the host, because you're sending true engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm, which therefore lets YouTube know to push that content a little bit farther because it's so engaging, if that makes sense. Now, Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve does that everywhere that they go, including here in Superchat. If you are lucky, you will get to her channel and catch her with a guitar. That's probably the biggest treat on the channel, but she engages in homestead activities, and what you'll notice on this channel is a lot of family togetherness while sharing the knowledge and resources that comes from homesteading channels. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. 723 subscribers. We'd love to push her towards the 800 that we know that Jen is looking for, both Jen and Steve on Good Times Homestead. The Stock Explorer is coming up next. Pedroza Travel, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. The Stock Explorer is somebody who is posting frequently as well, especially live streams lately, at least a few times a week. They try to bring us a morning conversation with StreamYard panelists, and they join others on their panels as well generously. Now, Nora, the Stock Explorer, has been a dear friend for a long, long time and is here as a member and a moderator. All of the moderators on this channel are dear friends of mine. They have been for a long time. They're all dear friends of each other. They all have different channels and they all do different things, but one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, you'll be able to meet more friends and family members when you're on their channels visiting for premieres or live streams. So the Stock Explorer brings us the stock markets and crypto markets in a level-headed and down-to-earth way, often with product in hand, through shorts, videos, and live streams. They bring us everything from beginner tutorials to advanced topics. Sometimes there are charts and graphs to be seen, and sometimes it's friendly conversation. They've expanded a lot of the content here. Sometimes they're general conversation. You see some of the random shorts that they've added into the mix here that are getting some activity as well, which is cool. Now, I'm going to grab their second channel. You saw this in the chat earlier. Tropical Buzz is where they seek to educate us about plant life, much of which they will be growing for themselves. They happen to be in Florida, and in the coming months, we expect to see them getting involved in more challenges and seed swaps, and therefore producing more content over here. But they've got 164 subscribers on this channel as well. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. So again, for anybody that's brand new to Superchat, even if you've been here for a while and you haven't heard me say it in the last long while, the best success in Superchat is always found in making the first move, reaching out to other creators, supporting them first, knowing that they will turn around and do the same thing for you. Now, Trivia Lane is a brand new connection here in Superchat, and it's interesting because this creator grabbed the silver membership here, so we're going to see their channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream already. But they're brand new. I was literally their second subscriber today. Now, I did what I usually don't do, which is subscribe right away, but I knew that I'd be putting them up for that reason. So I'm going to grab one of their videos. I'm just going to dig through these and see if there is a longer one. I'll take the longest one, and this was going to go into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full, leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that trivia video. I'll give a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on as I do for all creators, and that should make our connection stick. And then hopefully Trivia Lane has our notification bell on as well, so they don't miss our further live streams. We're always here 3 or 4 times a week, but the times and dates change just so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Harry Does Tech is coming up in another moment here, and Don Ray B has come into the building, so we're going to get their channel up on the wheel in a second. Again, in about a month or so, or a few weeks, starting in March, I'm going to consider changing the system just a little bit here so that we can continue to put channels up on the wheel and the screen fairly, and knowing that Superchat has grown and flourished, thankfully, and is busier than ever today, so that we can continue to do things in the fairest way possible. So Harry Does Tech is here with 329 subscribers, and they've been here a few times, but this is the first time we're putting this channel on the screen. So again, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is go through their videos here, and I'm going to grab this 10-minute one. I'm just going to put this one. This is a cool video for me to see, actually, with JavaScript basics, because I happen to be a programmer as well. I'm going to put this into my watch later list, and what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I will give a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully they have our notification bell on as well, so they don't miss our further live streams. We are here 3 or 4 times a week, but we mix up the days and times so we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Mo is in the house, and I think that all that fluff and stuff is asking me what I'm going to do to change the system here. So I'm considering it. This has been something that's been on my mind for a couple of months now, because Superchat is extremely busy. And one of the things that we found a long time ago, about a year ago, I tried to extend the streams to 3 hours. But what we found is that streaming 4 times a week for 3 hours was too much for my voice, and by the time we got to the last day, I was really struggling. So unfortunately, physically, I may not be able to do that the way that we do the streams right now. I'm considering ways of doing maybe some pre-recorded content for 1 minute at a time to relieve some of that pressure, but we'll see. I still haven't got that done, so we'll see if that's going to be the thing. Otherwise, the consideration is that we might start going back to a system that we did a long time ago, really before we were monetized, where channels are put onto the wheel and the screen based on how active they are in the chat, regardless of memberships and super chats and things like that. So I will have to figure out what I can do to make that transition. And my expectation is that memberships will drop on Superchat significantly. We have many. Everybody can see exactly how well Superchat's doing. I'm very grateful for that. But I do want to make sure that Superchat is as effective as possible for everybody and enjoyable, and we're doing things as fairly as possible. So, you know, it's understandable that not everybody can be here for every stream or for 2.5 hours every time that I, you know, run Superchat. But at the same time, sometimes we have creators that will come in and say hello and go right away, and if they happen to be a member, obviously they're on the wheel. That could be up to like 2 hours while there's a lot of other people waiting who are engaging in the chat. So again, I'm considering different ideas, but I might go back to a system where people are added strictly from the chat regardless of membership. That's probably the way I'm going to go. but we have to think about that. Oh, we always feature a channel. I always feature a channel every day. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs is featured today. I try not to feature too many channels more than once, unless they've done something really out of the box, like really over and above. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs have really been reaching out with a lot of information, experimentation, friendship, and advocacy for other channels, if that makes sense, lately. So I wanted to feature them again today, and to give a little bit of push for the swapping playlist feature that we talk about all the time. And there you go. Yeah, thank you, Pedroza Travel. I just want to make sure that, like I said, Tuber Chats is enjoyable as possible for everyone. You know, obviously there is, forgive the materialistic way I'm going to put this, but there is obviously enough super chatting and memberships going on this channel now that, you know, I don't have to worry. That's why I don't solicit. You know, I'm very grateful for every one of those things that comes through, but I insist on keeping Tuber Chat the way that it is, where everybody at least has the chance to get onto the wheel or the screen. I notice that it's getting very tight, and I know I'm dragging on my conversation again today while I'm talking about speeding things up, but we just want to make sure, like I said, that it's as effective for everybody as possible and enjoyable. And then thank you, G Wolf Gaming. I do appreciate that. While we are doing what we're doing, I will make sure that that is the next channel that we look at on the screen for today. And these are just changes that are considered. So we'll think about that, and I'm just mentioning it for the first time today, although I've been considering this for a long time. Cruise and Koozies, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And yeah, Mama 4 Boys makes sense. Yeah, it can be tough, especially when we're distracted. Not everybody can be in the chat and completely engaging. Even Chris and Larry Homestead, of course. Yeah, lots of people have different things going on. And we have other friends. We have a lot of friends that run the stream in the background as well. My friend Jaden is probably here for every stream, or every stream that they can be, for which I'm grateful. I know we've got another couple of creators that run the stream to you know, help. We always keep those watch hours up, obviously, and things like that. But I appreciate every bit of engagement, because all of it helps. We all know that as well. And then thank you so much. I want to know. Thank you for that. Yeah, I'm still happy to put everybody on the wheel. I'm going to put on. I'm going to put I Want to Know on the wheel anyway. We actually mentioned your channel just for a very brief second a few minutes ago. But I am going to keep it a little bit more brief for everybody now. I'm going to move as quickly as I can. So Don Ray B comes to us from the homesteading community of channels. And Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder, I've got you on the wheel as well. Thank you, my dear friend of over 3 years. Don Ray B has an interesting twist, because they want to encourage people to chase their dreams, because they're literally doing that for themselves right now. They recently moved to 4 acres, if I understand right, about a year ago, and they have begun the homesteading lifestyle. And it's a dream come true for them, as anybody in the homesteading community would understand fully, and anybody who's been watching a lot of homesteading or farming and ranching content would understand. But this is a wonderful thing. But Don Ray B, you see the presentation on the channel right away talks about the idea to motivate others, right? Each new day is an opportunity to make your dreams come true. That's what they wish for everybody, and they're going to bring us their successes and failures through their content on their channel, both shorts and videos, while they engage in new homesteading activities, which is really cool. Now, Don Ray B has been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter as well. Thank you, Budgeting Just Because, for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, your channel is going to come up right after G Wolf United Gaming, who's been a longtime friend as well. Mark the Shark, good to see you in the house. And Ashley, good to have you in the house as well. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. G Wolf United Gaming dropped a super chat a few minutes ago, so we've got them up right now, 880 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 900 that they're thinking about. And G Wolf United Gaming is bringing us a lot of different gameplay here in the chat. It's interesting to me how popular Rocket League is. We've got at least 3 creators in the Tuber Chat family that pardon me, frequently play Rocket League. Infinity Girl Gamer 20 is one creator. I forget who else I've seen this on. I'm not sure if Cabaret Gaming plays this or not. But this is really cool. So they mix up the gameplay. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos. What I'm going to do for you, though, I'm actually going to grab something longer. I'm going to set my notifications, first of all, for a couple of live streams you've got coming up. But I'm going to take one of your longer videos here, tournament winners. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That'll give you an hour of watch time. But thank you again for that super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. And next, we're going to see a channel that's brand new to Tuber Chat. Budgeting Just Because is here for the first time. So I'm going to get them onto the screen. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Yaya's Best Life is in the house. I'm going to get them onto the wheel right away because they happen to be a member. We're going to keep that going for another few weeks at least anyway. And then I also see Make This Go Viral LLC is in the house. Thank you for coming in, another longtime friend. So Budgeting Just Because is here for the first time. They just dropped a super chat. To Be Irish Live, good to see you in the house as well. Now, Budgeting Just Because, I don't watch videos while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos here, a 2023 Savings Challenge, and I'm going to put this into my Watch Later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my Watch Later list. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3 or 4 times a week, but we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time. That's why we do so many friendly reminders. We're going to be back in 3 minutes, and we're going to look at Truly Miracle next. All right, we're back and we're looking at Truly Miracle. During the break there, Kristen and I are kind of talking for a second. She noticed, I didn't notice, she noticed in the chat, she says, you know, Scratch and PPA picks up everything, eh? And he noticed that, that we may not, I must have made a mistake dropping the Twitter post for today. I don't know how. I was sure that I did it, 100% sure, and still it's not there, so I must be wrong. But I was doing two things today and in a little bit of a rush. Lower Michigan hiking and camping adventures. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, it's a little bit quick today. Pardon me just for another second here. So what we'll try to do, pardon me. What we'll try to do is right after Truly Miracle, I will quickly go through how I do my Twitter posts so everybody can see, and that will fix the problem. But thank you, Scratch and PPA, for catching that. I'm telling you, I'm sure that I did it. I don't know what mistake I made. I'm probably not clicking the schedule button. I'll show you what I mean when we get there, because I've done that multiple times. I make as many mistakes as anybody, I promise you. So Truly Miracle is up here right now. Reviews, talks, commentary. Now Truly Miracle does a lot more than that. They got well over 1,000 subscribers right now. They've got shorts and videos on their channel. I'm just going to take a review that they've got here for Doritos, not to mention, I remember that birthday cake Kit Kat video. I still don't know if we have that. I still haven't seen birthday cake Kit Kat anywhere. I like Kit Kat actually as a candy bar or chocolate bar. We call them chocolate bars in Canada. I know in the States a lot of people might call them candy bars, but birthday cake is one of my favorite things ever. So much so that, like, if I'm in a place and I see somebody carrying a box with a birthday cake, I become mesmerized and need to know where it's going. So Truly Miracle's up here right now. An incredibly supportive creator. They have been for a long time. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them, and we'd like to push them towards the 1,100 subscribers that they're thinking about. Eating good times with viewers, mukbangs, commentary, and so much more is what we're going to find when we get there. So now I'm going to whip another window over here, and we'll get to our next channel in a moment. Here is the Twitter page for Superchat. Anybody who tweets or retweets for us, by the way, gets added into a special Twitter list that we have on our profile, which I'll show you in a second. I'm just copying some text here. When we get to the Twitter profile, you'll notice here, it looks a little bit different for you than it does for me. There'll be 3 dots, and you'll be able to click on lists. Anybody who tweets or retweets for us, I add you automatically into a list where there are over 150 people now, I think, that are active in Superchat, active in Twitter, and willing to share for others. So you can trade favors with them and maybe tweet for each other and get some extra traffic coming in as well. So let me show you how I make my tweet. I just copied the text from the last one. I put it in here right now. The next thing I have to do is go over and actually I'll just do it in a... Oh, how can I get this done here? I'm in the wrong account. Let me switch accounts, and when we go to our channel and to the stream that's running right now, I'm going to grab the URL and I'm going to copy that over here. This is what I happen to do. You'll notice I've already got 2 hashtags in there. The recommendation on Twitter is never to use more than 3, but 1 or 2 is most effective. I happen to add an image into mine, and I'm going to use the thumbnail for today's video. Now, I always put a description in here for accessibility, but Mike and Rihanna, if I spell it right, family vlogs on Superchat is just what I use for a description. I click save, and then this is how the video is going to go out. Now, if you don't put an image in your Twitter post and you drop a link to a video, it's going to show a preview of the video in most cases anyway. One thing to notice, if you tag somebody, I believe, in a photo, you are not able to schedule the tweet, but there's a schedule button right here. So I'm going to schedule this out, even though we could put it out right away, but I'm going to send this out at 5 p.m. Eastern, which is just a few minutes from now. and this will go. So what I'm going to do is click confirm here. It's ready. I've got my schedule. It says going to send on Saturday, February 11th at 5 p.m. my time. And probably what I did was forget to click the schedule button. But anyway, it's set now. We'll see what happens. And hopefully that will go out the way it's supposed to. But I just wanted to show everybody that quickly. It's time to spin the wheel. We'll do that right now. We'll get another channel up on the screen. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everyone in the chat. We'll get through as many channels on the screen as we can. Coach Mary Ma is coming up right now. And thank you again, Scratch of PPA, for catching that. Again, I can't figure out what could have happened, except for, like I said, sometimes I forget to click the last button. There's another screen that sometimes seems to be there a little bit in a different way. I've done that many times. And then when we talk with when we talk about the other social networks, whether it's Reddit or Facebook or Twitter or the others, some of the things are really easy to share too. And I'll show you an example right now of why I use Reddit, as a matter of fact. eBlack TV, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Our videos are always, our description always contains our instructions for how to get the most value out of your time during this live stream. Come Hither with Heather is coming up. And Coach Mary Ma is a reset coach. She wants to help us find the best version of ourselves and motivate us in a positive and inspiring way. And she says right on her banner, become limitless and unstoppable. She puts out a lot of shorts and videos. I'm going to take the latest one and put it in my catch-up list. She also does a lot of live streams where she motivates us as well. You'll find those when you get there. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to click on the latest video. I haven't watched this one yet. I will watch it. I'll give the thumbs up right now anyway. But I'm already logged into Reddit. I always am. And I use it on a computer more than anything else. It does have an app. You can use it on a phone. Reddit is an interesting place because it can be extremely evil when it comes to trolling by putting anything in a category where it does not belong. What I did was build a subreddit called Superchat, and even if you don't use Reddit yet, you'll start to understand very quickly what that is. It's almost like a Facebook kind of forum or group. Anybody can post anything that they want in there. You're free to post your own videos or anybody else's as often as you want. So all I have to do now is click the share button and click Reddit, which comes up first for me. I was actually in the top 9% of all sharers on Reddit for 2022, if you could believe that. Reddit's been around a long time, so it's a wonderful milestone to have hit. But what I'm going to do is just hit this little button that tells me which community I want to put my video in, or my link. It doesn't have to be a video, but that's what we do here. I'm going to hit some flare. This kind of lets everybody know what to expect when they get to that link. If it's a video, a live stream, or a community post or something else, you can schedule it if you want to, but I just click post. Now, except for my talking, you see how fast that would have been to do? And when I click on the community, you can see that it's already right there along with a bunch of other stuff. And, you know, there's tons of stuff and lots of people, over 337 now in the community on Reddit, sharing things all the time. So that's just an example of how quick it can be to share, and that's Coach Mary Ma. So I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. It looks like I might have to take another break for another minute here. We're likely going to go overtime. I'm going to try not to make it an extra half hour, but when we get back in another 3 minutes now, we're going to look at Yaya's best life. All right, we're back. We're looking at Yaya's Best Life. So we've been on now for 2 hours. It looks like we're going to go a little bit overtime. We're usually here for 2.5 hours. I'm going to try not to keep it more than another half hour after our regular time, so we might be here another hour from now. But I'm going to have to really start moving through channels a little bit quicker than I usually do. I've been talking again today quite a bit, and we had an extra break there. So Sam Slogs Trains More from the UK, my dear friend, thank you for coming in. He's a member and a moderator. Yaya's Best Life is here with us frequently, but I also see them out supporting other creators all the time. A lot of delicious looking content on this channel, as you can see, but they also expect to bring us recorded videos and lives with their husband. They are cooking, eating, doing food reviews, challenges, grocery hauls, along with positive, motivating panel discussions and sharing their lives with us. They've got shorts as well as videos. They've chopped up their channel into a lot of playlists and the live streams, of course, that I mentioned. I'm just going to take their latest video, put it in my catch-up list so I can keep caught up with them. With 1,240 subscribers or so right now, we'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 1,300 they're thinking about, and they're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Yes, Kristen is still in the house. She's struggling today because she's actually like working on a nice dinner. I actually have my son with us for the weekend, so she's working on an extra special dinner, but we have some family time tomorrow. I'm going to run Tuber Chat a little bit early, and then we have some birthday celebrations going on here. We sometimes combine a couple of them, but she's been working on cake and stuff like that today. But she's back and forth. But yes, Trouble Von Cuddlepuss is around here somewhere. He hasn't been making frequent appearances on Tuber Chat lately, or cameo appearances. And Spiky Bruiser is somewhere around as well. They're usually sleeping like most cats do. They like to get up and play when we don't want them to. That's what is typical. So Dark Swordsman Gaming, good to see you in the house again. Thank you for coming in. 123 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 they're thinking about. They mix up the video gameplay on their channel, including live streams, as you can see. Now I am caught up with their latest video, but I'm still going to grab another Final Fantasy one. We'll get their first view on that video for them, and that'll give a few more minutes of watch time, which is cool. So we'll spin the wheel. They've actually been a friend for a long time. The Queen Whitney's World, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And we'll spin, and the next channel we're going to look at is Scratch and PPA, a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family. I'm going to get his channel ready to go, and then I'm actually going to just hop over to Twitter for a quick second. We'll see what happened over there. We're on my personal Twitter, but I'm going to search for Tuber Chat and see what comes up. This will look a little bit different than it did earlier. There's the 3 dots that I was talking about where you can get to view lists, and then this is what I was talking about. Tuber Chat Stars is a list that I've got with a lot of creators. When you click on the members here, you'll see all the different creators that have either tweeted or retweeted for Tuber Chat. I try to keep that updated. If you tweet or retweet for us, I add you into that. But here's our post. So it did manage to go this time. I don't know what I did to make the mistake earlier. If anybody tweets or retweets for us right now, I'll appreciate it, and I'll add you into that list shortly as well. So Scratch and PPA is up on the screen. He caught that mistake earlier. He catches a lot of what I do. Oh, and then thank you. I did get up from the computer, so I missed those couple of interactions. The Queen Whitney's World dropped a super chat. Thank you again, Scratch and PPA, for catching that. If you can imagine, not only has he been here in Tuber Chat about 500 times now, literally, for hours at a time. He supports everything that I do, and he is one of the most supporters, one of the most creative and supportive creators that I have met in the last 5.5 years on YouTube. Pretty soon I'm going to have to start saying 6 years, but that'll be a few months from now. But Scratch and PPA is incredibly supportive. He catches so much for us here in Tuber Chat, for which I'm grateful. So thank you for those, the Queen Whitney's World and Crocheting with Leanne, for those super chats. I really do appreciate those. For that reason, we'll put those channels up next before we spin the wheel again. Now, Scratch and PPA is a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family, to say the least. He is incredibly supportive, as you've heard me mention again and again and again. If you've been here more than once, Pardon me, but this creator also brings a creative twist onto lottery ticket scratching in his Scratch Challenge series of videos, which have been going on beyond 2 years now. You get the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video. If you follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do, it sets a series apart, makes it unique, and a lot of fun to be a part of. Moo Bay might be brand new to Tuber Chat. Hopefully you're feeling welcome, and for anybody that is brand new today, we have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And Scratch and PPA brings, like I said, an interesting twist. It sets his series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. He's approaching 1,500 subscribers now, so I'm hoping we can get him a little bit closer today if anybody hasn't already connected with him. And this creator rolls with perfect consistency. He's been putting out his videos for over 2 years now, every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern without fail. And what you're going to find during those premieres, if you can catch them, is a live chat that rolls faster than Tuber Chat, faster than you've seen from most of the creators here in the Tuber Chat family. It is a very fast-paced and high-energy good time. Adam GT, good to see you in the house. I know you were here earlier. Thank you for hanging out. And Mitchy Boo, good to see you in the house as well. Thanks for coming in. That's Mitchell and Dahl with a second channel. Now, Scratch and PPA, some of us have alarms on our phone. Some of us text each other to make sure we don't miss these. I try never to miss a Scratch and PPA premiere because it's such a good time, and you'll be able to meet more friends and family members when you're in there. Now, you'll notice the presentation has been on the forefront of this creator's mind from the very beginning, with the bright, beautiful avatar that they've got, the banner, which is update every week to match the thumbnails on the videos, and he usually posts by about Saturday for the upcoming premiere. I've got my notification on now, and hopefully you will get yours on as well so you don't miss those. And then Scratch and PPA, like I said, happens to be one of the most supportive creators that I've met in the last 5.5 years. A fellow Canadian, as a matter of fact, as well, as is Corinne's Life, who's walking into the house. And she is here as a member and a moderator as well. So Psalm 146 Home and Garden is coming up, and then I'm going to get Corinne's Life into their place on the wheel. And Psalm 146 Home and Garden is a channel I'm still getting to know. They got 617 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 700 that they're thinking about. And they've got shorts, videos, and live streams on their channel. I'm just going to take one of their latest videos. I'm going to take a longer one here because I just want to see what you have to say. I'm going to put that into my catch-up list. That will help me to get through another piece of content. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here is that over time I get to know the channels over weeks and months by watching videos and hanging out in live streams. I get to know the content on the channel, and if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I often get to know creators behind the scenes. And it doesn't have to be questions. Anybody can reach out anytime. If you think I can help, that's great. Otherwise, I enjoy learning lessons from other creators or hearing about observations during everybody's YouTube journeys. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. That's funny, Corinne's Life. I don't know how I missed that. There's something about, like, now it's been so long, and my only excuse is that moderators are usually like conversing with everybody in the chat. So I think that I've trained my eyes now to skip over moderator comments more than anything else. I miss so much that goes on in the chat. I know I've improved in the last 2.5 years, but it's been overwhelming, and I'll just whine and complain and use that as my excuse for today. Corinne's Life is another fellow Canadian. I can't tell you how many times she comes in. It takes me forever to notice that she's here. Pardon me, because I skipped over a couple of channels. The Queen Whitney's World and Crocheting with Leanne both dropped super chats on us, so I'm going to put them on the screen right away. We might be changing that system in the coming weeks, but I'll keep everybody updated, and we'll try to keep things together until at least the beginning of March. The Queen Whitney's World has over 500 subscribers now, actually over 530. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 600 that they're thinking about. Now, this creator's got shorts, videos, and live streams as well, and you can see a diverse bit of content here with some friendly conversation. I'm just going to go through their videos for a second. I'm going to grab one of their latest, celebrating their daughter's birthday. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll give you a few minutes of watch time there, but again, just so I can get to know this creator better. And this is a variety channel, and you'll be able to follow the Queen Whitney's world and their life with the different variety in content that they bring. We see some vlogs, we see a lot of nature, updates from their plant, which is cool. That's something else as well. We've got a lot of gardening, farming, ranching, and other outdoor channels in the homesteading community that will likely be happy to see that as well. So thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. And like I said, for today, we put that channel up right away. Crocheting with Leanne is coming up for the same reason. She's been a dear friend for a long, long time. Crocheting with Leanne is somebody who does a lot of crochet on her channel. Any of that can go from anywhere between blankets, ponchos, graphgans, scarves, and shawls, to a lot of other Happy Mail videos, shout outs, even interviews. I've been honored to have been interviewed by her a few months ago. You can find that on her channel. Scratch and PPA gave her some help with the prep, and we talked for about an hour about YouTube. So Crocheting with Leanne is also an advocate for helping others with their channel. You'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members when you're with her for premieres and live streams. She's fully monetized, and now with over 2,500 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push her towards the 2,600 we know she's going to be thinking about. So VS Speaks Royally, I'm going to get you onto the wheel as well. I keep saying it today, we might be changing that system in the next several weeks when March rolls around. We've got to find a way to continue to support channels by putting them up on the screen and featuring them here in the fairest way possible, knowing that Superchat has grown and is busier than ever these days. Speaking of which, thank you everybody for the thumbs up. We're well over 100 now, and we don't hit 100 every day, but almost every day. It's still an exciting milestone every time we do, and I really do appreciate that. But every single thumbs up helps, so I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Charlene Heel is up here right now. She's actually got two channels. Here is where she insists on bringing us wellness coaching. She's a powerhouse of energy and positivity, wants to motivate and inspire. I'm just going to take her latest video, and it'll be interesting for me to see, because I don't think I've seen that yet. What is Black Love Day? So we'll see what that is. She's fully monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. She's got shorts and live streams to complement the channel as well. And I'll get to her second channel in a second here. Conscious Business Services and Opportunities. And we'll see what she's got going on here. With 627 subscribers, she wants to bring us wealth, spirituality, and entrepreneurship. So some opportunities here to be motivated and inspired, especially when it comes to the idea of improving our lives financially. So I'll spin the wheel. I'll get another channel up on the screen. And Charlene Heel and Conscious Business Services and Opportunities, been a dear friend for a long time as well. Jason Ghost Hunter, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Home Bartending with John is somebody who takes requests on their channel. They've done 2 for me already. And it's interesting over here. He does a lot of reviews. Those are what you would expect. But as a bartender, he's also going to show us how to make some of the most popular content on our channels in different variations and different recipes. Queen's Caching, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. They've been with us just about every day lately. And Home Bartending with John also is here with us every single day, for which I'm grateful. They do a lot of reviews, like I was saying. I'm going to take the latest one and put it in my catch-up list. But this creator is also bringing us an interesting variety in videos in where they're trying to bring different aspects of bartending or making drinks at home for different audiences. So for instance, like how to make a bunch of non-alcoholic mocktails, they're called, right? And then how to make some low-calorie cocktails is an idea that is probably popular. And then, like I said, lots of reviews on the channel, and he is willing to take requests. Like I said, he's done 2 for me already. This is an elaborate home bar setup, but Home Bartending with John will show us what it takes to keep this replenished and the tools we need to make some of the popular cocktails that we might want to make, but you don't have to have as an elaborate of a setup as Home Bartending with John has got here. But it's wonderful that we have a channel like this that's constantly thinking about ways to expand their content so that we can enjoy it and then learn something, and hopefully have more fun entertaining as well with what we're going to learn there. Bushido Blade Warriors in the house. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. On a Day is up on the screen right now. This is another channel I'm still getting to know. I'm just going to take one of their latest video, and they have got a pork chop video here. I guess I added this the other day. I must have not gone through my, my catch-up list from Thursday yet, but I've got that ready to go. I will get through that in the next 24 hours, and that's just a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. So In a Day is going to bring us from Wendy a new adventure in each video. As they say, every day brings a new adventure, and then they're going to be bringing us cleaning motivation, do-it-yourself videos, family, food, grandchildren, home projects, music, pets, recipe, shopping, travel, and so much more. Lots to see on this channel with 379 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 400 they're thinking about. Queen's Caching is dropping a super chat. They've done that before. Thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. For that reason, we're putting that channel up on the screen right now, and Queen's Caching has over 120 subscribers now. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther. We're also hoping for some new content on the channel. Now keep in mind, these videos are quite short. My connection has managed to stick, even though here we always talk about the idea of watching videos that are 3 minutes or longer. My recommendation is to make sure that you get both of these videos, watch both of them, possibly give the thumbs up and comment on both of them as well while you connect with them. And we'll be looking forward to more content from this channel as well. Budget, savings funds, shrinking, or sinking funds, not shrinking, hopefully not shrinking. Sinking funds, lottery reviews, unboxings, friend mail, and business is what we can expect from this creator. So thanks again, Queen's Caching. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. And then I Am Betty J Gathers is in the house. It's good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Roadhog is coming up right now. I Am Betty J Gathers happens to be a member, so I'm going to get them onto the wheel in a second. We might be changing that system in the next few weeks, specifically the way that we go about putting channels on the screen. I'm not sure if I'm connected to Roadhog yet. Let me just make sure I've got the right one. I figured that was it. So this must be the first time that we're putting this channel on the screen. And 279 subscribers here. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but I'm going to take this 10-minute end to the lawnmower video. I'm going to put this in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here 3 or 4 days a week, but we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Truly Miracle we saw already, but I'm going to clean up the wheel a little bit here. And then we'll get to the next channel. I've got to move quickly now because we're going way over time. We're going to be here for another 40 minutes. Have Cheetah Will View. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's a dear friend who supports on all of my channels. Annabelle TV is coming up, and we'll see what they've got going on their channel for today. Annabelle TV brings fun everywhere that they go. A little bit of comedy comes with that, and they bring engagement here in Superchat and everywhere that I see them supporting others. There's always fun and comedy in their videos, which usually include mukbang style products reviews and challenges or taste tests that are usually collaborations, pardon me, with other creators. We've seen lots of this on this channel, but Annabelle TV also does a lot of live streaming. There's other random videos like other unboxings and garden updates and things like that. 782 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 800 we know she must be thinking about. I'll spin the wheel and we'll get ready to put another channel up here. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs is our featured channel for today again, and they are really aggressive about wanting to help other creators with watch hours and things like that. We've been talking a lot over the last couple of weeks on Instagram, for which I'm grateful. But I just want to put it out there again. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Big Guinea Pig Love features 4 furry friends. Nugget, Coco, Poe, and Butter are here to entertain us and let us watch along with their lives. I've got the latest weekly unwind video where we can relax with guinea pig friends. Now, this is a channel that's incredibly supportive. They're here almost every single day. I think they are actually here every day. And I see them out supporting other creators all the time. I did ever since they found us just a few months ago. They're almost at 1,200 subscribers now, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther that way. And you can see that there are also shorts on the channel as well. I think that this is something anybody will be happy to have in their subscription collection, because we can all use some cute, fun, pick-me-up type videos here and there, you know, in the midst of what we're doing here on YouTube. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More is up on the screen right now. They just dropped another super chat. They've done that countless times, actually, and I appreciate that extra generous support. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More is up here with over 1,700 subscribers now. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards the 1,800 he's thinking about. He's fully monetized. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And when we look at his content, we see that Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More is going to bring us a lot of train videos. Some of those are of the trains themselves, some from the stations they depart from. So they can be indoors, outdoors. Sometimes Sam is taking a trip or giving us tips and tricks for our own train travels. Now, that is the bulk of what you're going to find here, but there's a lot of other vlogging and product reviews. He does a lot of live streaming. Some of that can be channel updates and a chance to get to know Sam. Some of it is more like a game night, usually with trivia or a Q&A, and hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you get there. He's also taken over as our stream boss now, and what I'm talking about is the video game life meter under my camera that you see there. Every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of our stream boss. The last person to knock that out becomes the stream boss, and get some extra exposure for a little while. Courtney Shanice Reviews is coming up. Thank you again, Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More, my dear friend. Again, he's here as a member and a moderator. And Courtney Shanice Reviews is another creator who's here with us frequently. They also post frequently. They've got shorts and videos on their channel right now. Lots and lots and lots of unboxings. As you can see, they've posted 4 videos in the last just about week, including one yesterday. I'm going to take the latest one and put this into my catch-up list. That will help me keep caught up and make sure I don't fall behind. You can see that this is a dynamic creator, and she's mixing up a lot of the content on the channel to bring us lots of different types of unboxing videos, including monthly subscription boxes. Drive Crate, I must have run that video but not seen it. I'm just thinking about something here. I'm gonna make a note for myself somewhere. Michael's Adventures will laugh because I don't even have my notebook beside me today. But that's interesting. I just want to see that Drive Crate because I have a feeling that has to do with car lovers or vehicle lovers, and I have one in my family, so it might be something that could be a consideration as a gift idea for somebody. Jamie Hart is coming up next, another dynamic creator who will entertain us with a lot of different variety on their channel. You can see that they bring us horror, Twin Peaks, movies, retrospectives, vlogs, live streams, gaming, karaoke covers, adventure, nature, photography, and she happens to be a cat lover. Jamie Hart is here with us frequently in Tuber Chat, has been for a long time. I've lost track of how long it is. I think she's been a friend for about 2 years now, actually. 540 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 600 she's thinking about. And I'm hoping I can catch her on a live stream again. Hopefully she'll pick those up again. It's been about a month. Pardon me, Gloria's Platter is a longtime dear friend. Thank you for coming in. And let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. I'm really moving it now because we still got a lot of channels to put on the screen. We're going to go a half-hour overtime today. Still lots of time to put lots of channels up, but I just want to make sure that we get that happening. Chef Shapino is coming up. We'll get them onto the screen right now. And again, we're looking at ways in the next month to possibly change the system up so that we can continue to feature channels the way we always do, but in the fairest way possible. And then Chef Shapino's up here right now. It's been a little while. I can see I'm behind with your videos. I'm going to set my notifications for your next 2 premieres that are coming up in the next couple of days. But I'm going to take your latest Battlegrounds video and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That will help me to keep caught up, make sure I don't fall any farther behind. When we look through their videos, we see a lot of diverse content here. And I'm just going to hit their About page for a second. And a place for our True Pill community garden to enjoy life, love, laughs, food, music, and wisdom, which is really cool. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. We'd love to push them towards the 1,700 subscribers that they're thinking about. Again, if anybody wants to swap playlists, just please simply say I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs will be willing to do that. Lots of other creators will be willing. And anybody's free to make those arrangements either here in the chat or out on Instagram and the other social networks if you'd like to. Kristen Welton is here as my love, a member and a moderator. She has her own channel. She's doing her own thing. But one of the things you'll notice is that presentation is at the forefront of her mind. So for the longest time now, she's had this consistent look through all of her thumbnails on her videos with bright, bold headshots. She does a lot of product reviews and unboxings, but always has a foundation of makeup not too far behind on the channel. While she's expanded into unboxings and reviews of different kinds, including sponsored videos, she still does a lot of makeup, including Get Ready With Me or Get Unready With Me type videos. She's also collaborated with other creators, done a lot of live streaming, and has a lot of shorts videos, and she's gotten some serious action on some of these as well, hitting as many as 20 and almost 30,000 views on a few of these. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her, and you can see that she's now halfway to 1,800 subscribers. So she's also fully monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. So I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up on the screen in a second. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, we're doing spectacularly today with 116. And I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. She Stole My Thunder is I've got to get back into the swing. But thank you for the motivation. She Stole My Thunder is a fellow Canadian from Montreal. They caught me when I was at the beginning of the year trying to get a little bit of a health kick going on. Hopefully I'll pick that right back up. But thank you for that. And black coffee it is, absolutely. So She Stole My Thunder. She makes me laugh too. She Stole My Thunder's done that many times before. We'll put that channel up on the screen next. From the other side of the fence is up here right now with almost 100 subscribers. They've got 97. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. I also see Gaming with Steven is in the house. I hope I welcomed you earlier. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I know Ben Shan Games has also just come in. I'm going to get them onto the wheel for today. I might be changing that system in the coming months just to keep everything as fair as possible here in Superchat. Obviously, we've grown. It's busier than ever, so we may have to adapt. And then from the other side of the fence is a channel I'm still getting to know, but they want to show off their video editing skills and share their perspective as the father of a teenage barrel racer, which will be interesting. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the content that you see here. I'm looking forward to some new content, hopefully very soon. And their shorts videos are already getting quite a bit of activity, which is really, really cool. Pardon me just for a quick second. Yeah, I know I have Cheetah with you. I've already taken like 3 breaks today. Pardon me just for 1 more minute, and I'll be right back, or a second here. Pardon me, She Stole My Thunder is coming up right now. And like I said, this is a fellow Canadian from Montreal. As a matter of fact, actually, Have Cheetah Will View came in not too long ago, but I'm actually overtime again. So we're going to go for another half hour right now. We tried last year expanding the Tuber Chat live streams to 3 hours, but I found that my voice couldn't take it for 4 days in a row. You can hear even right now it's starting to deteriorate, but we're on top of it, so we'll push through. We'll be fine. We'll get as many channels on the screen in the next half hour as we can. She Stole My Thunder is bringing us art, movies, and books, and actually more when it comes to reviews, but they've actually got a lot of other content on their channel. Now I'm going to take one of your latest videos. This looks interesting to me, so I just want to see this. I always am interested to see the conflict of interest, if that's what we want to call it, when it comes to things that were presented to on the media. I always want to see what might be between the lines in the stories and stuff like that. That looks like something of that nature. Chris's Clever Craft, good to see you in the house. A longtime friend. He brings fun everywhere that he goes as well. He's got a few different channels actually now, including gaming, but I've got you on the wheel. And then She Stole My Thunder has 1,300 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 1,400 they're thinking about. But when we dig through their channel, we start to see a lot of different videos and diversity, including some helpful videos here for your YouTube journey as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. She Stole My Thunder supports on all of my channels, for which I'm grateful, and is obviously an inspiring and motivating creator, wanting to push me to be a little bit healthier, so thank you for that. Come Hither with Heather is coming up next. We'll see what they've got going on. As a note, for anybody that did catch any of the convoy content I was catching last year, and again this past couple of weekends, or weekend, whatever it was, that I was in Ottawa on my personal channel, there's one more thing. I'm probably not going to chase much more of that or any more. I don't intend to. But this week, there will be, next Saturday, there'll be another Toronto protest. So since it's so close to me, I'm going to go catch that and see if I can get that extra push a little bit closer to 10K. But I do appreciate all the support everybody's given me over there as well. Quiet Listener, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Come Hither with Heather comes to us from Australia. Now, she brings us paranormal investigations and explorations of abandoned locations, sometimes with shorts, videos, and with live streams. She actually brings us a lot of other variety in between that content, and I've actually joined her on panel once even as well. I'm going to take the latest video and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. Like I said, she comes to us from Australia, but I've got notifications on for the next couple of live streams. But I'm also going to look at Werner's Adventures. These two creators are partners, and they're often found on each other's channels. Werner's Adventures brings us similar content in more abandoned locations and explorations thereof. So I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen, and we'll see who's coming up next. House of X Entertainment Inc. has actually been with me for over 3 years now. Emotion, my dear friend, you have to accept my apology, hopefully, but I wasn't able to make your Friday night special edition Valentine's live stream. I'm going to have to go and catch that, but Emotion is here as a beloved and dedicated moderator and has been for a long time. He's a talented singer and songwriter. And I'm going to look at House of X Entertainment Inc. right now. This is It's Me, Wanston, Yes, Honey, and Yo, It's Your Boy, Leo, two of the very first creators to ever have come into a Tuber Chat live stream. They were extremely helpful while I was building the subscribers for Tuber Chat before we started live streaming at the end of end of April 2.5 years ago. And House of X Entertainment now is well over 1,600 subscribers. These two monetized creators have got a third joint monetized channel. They put a lot of focus on others here, a lot of interviews of other creators. And actually, Kristen and I were interviewed together by them. Yo, It's Your Boy Leo is bringing us a lot of gaming content lately. And thank you, AceFlaw1. I know you've been here for a while, so thank you for that. AceFlaw1's also been with me for over 3 years. Oh, Emotion moved the stream to later today. It's probably too short notice for you. I'm going to be done in 20 minutes if you want that raid. But otherwise, we know that Emotion will be running that stream tonight, so I'll be able to catch that then. It's Me, Wanston, Yes, Honey, and thank you for letting me know. It's Me, Wanston, Yes, Honey has over 1,800 subscribers. This creator will motivate us in a spiritual way and brings us a lot of cooking content on their channel. Both of It's Me, Wanston, Yes, Honey, and Yo, It's Your Boy, Leo have had tons of different content on both of their channels. They've been at this years. They were, like I said, friends for over 3 years now. And another creator who's actually been a friend of mine just as long is Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder. And this creator now has expanded into a few more channels, but Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder is a special case because this creator was so unbelievably supportive to me and to us in the building of Tuber Chat in the beginning that he was the very first creator who was featured on episode number 2 of Tuber Chat from the Tuber Chat family. And, I hope that you understand the kind of support you get back from a creator like this and take inspiration from the story in knowing that there are generous creators out there willing to support you, in the next years, the next 2 and 3 years and beyond, if you could just meet them, right? And that's what we're trying to do here. So Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder, fully monetized, lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And I'm just going to show you a couple of other channels because this creator goes overboard with the generosity here. Which I'm grateful for, but he's actually got memberships with a few channels. Kid Wonder's Gaming and Live Stream, he happens to be on right now. That game that he's playing right now is one that I collaborated with him on the channel. So if you come over to Kid Wonder's Gaming and Live Stream at any point and search for Tuber Chat, you'll find us playing for about an hour together. That's just a game I happen to have played on my iPhone for years. Not frequently, but occasionally. And the Mukbang Show with Kid Wonder is another channel from this creator. He's actually experimenting with a few more, but obviously Mukbang is a huge category. I know I don't pronounce it right, but you know what I mean. On YouTube, it has been for a long time, so we're going to see what this creator is doing with that now. I'm just spinning the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. I Am Betty J Gathers is coming up. She's a powerhouse of energy and positivity as well. Another creator who reaches out and for which I'm grateful to have conversations about YouTube and talk about different ways to support either each other or other creators and things like that. I've got a notification on for a premiere coming up later this month. I'm just going to grab the latest video and put this into my catch-up list right now. I Am Betty J Gathers, more than anything, wants to motivate us in for healthy eating and healthy living. And in our YouTube journeys as well. You'll catch them for live streams. You'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members when we get there. And they also expanded into shorts videos not too long ago as well. Like I said, she's a powerhouse of energy and positivity. She brings engagement everywhere she goes, including here in Tuber Chat and everywhere else that I see her supporting others. You can see that this is a very dynamic creator, somebody who keeps caught up with the chat and engaged, of course, and collaborates with others. 611 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 700 she's thinking about. We still got 20 minutes to go. I'm going to put as many channels on the screen as we can. I Want to Know is coming up. They asked to They actually asked generously not to be put up because I think they were only here for a minute, but I'm going to put them up briefly. I Want to Know is an incredibly supportive creator. They happen to be a member, but what we have to do is make sure that YouTube knows we're looking for a channel when we're looking for a creator like this. Your search results might be different than mine. You just want to match that avatar when you get to I Want to Know. And this is a creator that's going to talk about the unexplained again. We mentioned their channel briefly earlier, but they talk about, welcome to the Know Zone is how they introduce you to the channel. Science and society, monsters, myth, and magic. You want to know, they want to know, and this is where we get to talk about the unexplained. And they also support a lot of other creators. I see them out there all the time, and they're here with us frequently in Tuber Chat. We'd love to push them now towards the 400 subscribers that they're thinking about. So next up is going to be our talented singer and songwriter friend, Emotion. And he is going to do a special edition Valentine's live stream today. When I look for this channel, I look for Emotion New Soul. He's here as a beloved and dedicated moderator, has been for a long time. I'm just dropping something in the chat there. You can type that out or copy it if you'd like to. And then, Andy, we usually don't... And I can't imagine a lot of people are going to go to a channel that they don't recognize here in Tuber Chat, but I do appreciate you introducing a new friend. So Emotion is here, like I said, as a talented singer and songwriter. Here's their Valentine's Day special concert. Now, they're doing it a couple days earlier. They're doing it today. And this is set up for 6 p.m. So it's actually, coming up. So we'll go and raid that. He will likely have started when we might still be on for an extra few minutes. I'm going to really try to push now to race through channels. He's fully monetized, lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And then I'll start dropping the link for this actually right away. Anybody can hop over here anytime. The chat is already running, as you can see. And I'll pin this link so everybody can get over there. Oh, raid next, I meant to say raid next. And we'll pin that message, and he'll be on. We'll probably still be finishing up after he starts, but that's okay because we're well over time. And then Emotion brings us his original works in New Soul R&B music. That's why we search Emotion New Soul when we look for this channel. It's really difficult to find because he's got a extremely popular name for his channel. Well over 3,200 subscribers, approaching 3,300. And when we get to Writing with Emotion New Soul, we see similar content. Here's how he shows us how the music is made. But both channels also include compilations as well as reaction videos and shorts videos mixed in. So I'm just going to get the link here because I need to hang on to this video. And Corinne's Life is going to come up now. She's here as a member and a moderator. And her channel encompasses everything that is Corinne's life. So there are vlogs here, there are hauls, there are travel videos. We get a wonderful look at the home life and a behind-the-scenes look at Corinne's life. She also happens to be a small business owner, and she produces everything from hats to mugs like the one I'm holding, vinyl stickers, Christmas ornaments, and just about anything that can be printed. So it's interesting to know that we can use this creator as a resource when it's time to think about merchandise for our own channels and businesses as well. But she's been a dear friend for a long time, fully monetized, of course. You see a lot of familiar faces in her memberships there, and Corinne's Life has been with us long over 2 years now. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. Let's spin the wheel. We got another channel up here. Mona Did What is in the house. They also happen to be a member. I put them on the wheel. I'm really going to race through channels now Mona did what? Look at that luck. As soon as you come in, I put you on the wheel, and you came up right away. We see that happen occasionally. We never know where the wheel's going to turn or how long it's going to take. Mona did what is somebody I'm getting to know in their content, but I'm just going to take another crafting video here. I've got that in my catch-up list from the other day. I haven't run it yet. I'll be running it after today, but it's still set and ready to go. When we look at her channel, she posts weekly sewing and crafting videos as well as shorts. She's learning to quilt and will likely share that with us as well. Approaching 600 subscribers. I'm hoping we can get her a little bit closer. I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. If anybody wants to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Odom's Homestead is up right now. And like I said, with the homesteading community of channels, we see a lot of creators that are willing to share knowledge and resources with each other. Thank you, Have Cheetah Will View, my dear friend Patrick. I was actually interviewed on his channel a couple of months ago as well. You can catch 2 interviews between us. And apparently they both did quite well. Ben Shan Games, good to see you in the house. Oh, anything's possible, Ben Shan Games. You might want to look at it and see if in the analytics or in your video description settings, you might find something that will give you a bit of an answer there. Tough to say. It might just have to do with the fact that gaming is a huge category on YouTube and other platforms as well. Odom's Homestead is now approaching well over 1,100 subscribers. They're going to be thinking about 1,200 soon enough. And again, these channels in the homesteading community tend to bring us a lot of instinct in wanting, or in intention in sharing knowledge and resources with each other for a lot of self-sufficiency, growing our own food, garden updates, and things like that. And you'll get that when you get there. Ben Shan Games, let me have a look at your latest video. You just came up from the wheel. We'll see what's going on over there. And oh, no, come on. Pardon me while I whine and complain at my computer. I'm trying to rush, so that's where mistakes are made, right? Ben Shan Games is here. I wonder if you're talking about shorts. They've got a short that's doing 1,900 already. They've got a, let me see their latest videos. Yeah, so it must be the shorts video that you're talking about. That might be that might be an explanation there if it's the shorts video that you're talking about. I wonder if the word trend, one of the things I think we don't think about all the time is that, you know, while most of us here in the Tuber Chat community have English as a first language, a lot of creators don't, right? Around the world, people are speaking different languages. It's very possible that some of the words or phrases that we use mean different things in other countries. Very important if you're thinking about naming your channel or naming a business to make sure that you're not saying something offensive in another language, because it's possible. I wonder if the hashtag trend might have something to do with the traffic that you're getting on that video, but we'll see. You'll be able to tell us afterwards. Let's spin the wheel, and Philip Lemon is coming on. I don't know if I said hello to them when they first came in. They always come in and give a thumbs up, for which I'm grateful. We'll get Philip Lemon up onto the screen now. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, by the way, I hope everybody will give a thumbs up. Oh, sorry, maybe I'll go and have a look at that Ben Shan Games afterwards, the racing chart one. I like those things. Professional Paranormal Research, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Philip Lemon is up here right now. Gameplays, live streams, and more. A few talking head videos, especially in the shorts here, and hopefully they'll have some new content coming up for us again very soon. 164 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. So I'm just going to share the link again for the raid that we're going to go and do with Emotion New Soul. He is a talented singer and songwriter and has a Valentine edition live stream coming up. ASMAAF, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Sincerely Africa, Sincerely Afrikia, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. They've been here before, and yeah, I'll have to look at that Ben Shen Games. One of the other things too, I mean, I can give a hint to a lot of creators. There's a lot of ways to get a lot of views and a lot of subscribers on channels, and while I don't necessarily catch everything that goes on, I am very well versed in a lot of the different ways that people can pump up their videos. And a lot of times I will never call somebody out if I ever see somebody getting views or subscribers or anything else. I never plan to in a way that would be detrimental to them, but I do tend to notice. So when that happens, I start to just shy away from some of the speeches about the success. But we'll have a look at the video and see what you're talking about there, and I'll be able to run it through some different analytic types of things and see what the story is. Dutchfly61, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. 938 subscribers. They're officially on the road to 1K. Hopefully we're going to see some new content from this channel as well. They've started with shorts. Hopefully that keeps up. And they are also, you know, as a Sky Watcher, thinking about some of the unexplained things that we might talk about as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They have been with us frequently. They happen to have been a member for a while as well. I'm going to get some names onto our wheel from our chat list in a second, based on who's been most active in the chat. It's much more about engagement in the chat than it is about how long you're here, but we will look at what we can do about that. First Floor Audio is going to come up. Lee from the UK is always very engaging here in the chat, for which I'm grateful. And then as well, Tiffany Johnson Lava Shark is going to come up on the wheel. Frasball Collects, pardon me, is bringing us almost 1,100 subscribers now, but they talk about numismatic collectible coins, and these are something that I think is common around the world. When I roll over the videos, you get an idea of what they're presenting here, and these coins all come with stories, and there's different values, and Frasball Collects can help us make sense of both these numismatic coins and possibly precious metals as well. They've been a long time incredibly supportive creator, generous to say the least, and they're here with us just about every day as well. Pardon me for just a second while I spin the wheel. Crocheting with Leanne we looked at earlier because they dropped a super chat on us, for which I'm grateful. So we'll spin. We'll get another channel up on the screen. Hall A. Rita, good to see you in the house. Tammy C's Life is here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody, as long as everybody's still active. Should get around to everybody. Be Amazing Sylvia's been a friend for about 3 years now, and she's well known from the Drop the Link Day crew, which is a group of 7 creators who are known to help others with their YouTube journey, similarly to the way that we do here in Tuber Chat. She'll always allow you to meet more friends and family members during her premieres and live streams. She has a variety channel where she posts a lot of shorts, videos, and live streams, and I'm just setting the notification for one of the videos that she's got coming up right now. So a lot of shorts. You can see she's getting some activity on these. Lots more variety on her channel. Lots of YouTube help for your own YouTube journey. Lots of familiar faces in the featured channels. And then as well, when we go down and look at Sylvia's Daily Positivity, we see a second channel from this monetized creator with 258 subscribers. On her original channel, she's approaching now 4,600. So, you know, I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have already been through in their YouTube journey. Chris's Clever Craft is coming up as well. We'll see what this creator's got going on a few different channels. And as for swapping playlists, like Gloria's Platter is mentioning right now, anybody can be is free to do that. Just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. There's Backlash Fisherman. Thank you for coming in. We actually looked at your channel earlier when Coastal Water was up on the screen. I always appreciate both of those creators coming in. They are the husband and wife combo I was talking about earlier. Chris's Clever Craft brings fun everywhere that he goes, including here in Superchat and everywhere else that I see him supporting other creators. He's got a lot of do-it-yourself videos and sometimes a story to be told, shoutouts for other creators, an interesting property. He takes us both indoors and outdoors for this and does well with series of videos also. I am going to look at his homepage again where we can get to another channel that he's got. He's experimenting with a few, but this is Kaiser Gaming YT. He's got some gaming content here. I'm just going to grab another video. This one's quite short, but I'm going to put it in my catch-up list. He's experimenting with shorts videos here as well. Some of those are getting some activity, I can see. And I'm just going to spin the wheel. And then Backlash Fisherman, yeah, hopefully you're doing what you need to be okay then. Backlash Fisherman is also a first responder. I forget to mention that a lot of the time, but this is a creator who's out there daily and seems to be posting that often as well. So hopefully you rest up, and I'm sure everybody will be looking forward to you posting your next content. Chef Savory Bliss is, Chef Savory Bliss is a longtime friend with 419 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 they're likely thinking about now. And I dropped a link again not too long ago. I've pinned it for the raid we're going to go and do. Emotion New Soul will be starting any moment with their live stream, a special Valentine edition, probably a compilation of live performances of his original works. He always has new soul R&B music for us to enjoy. And Khalid Delicious Food, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Chef Savory Bliss is going to bring us a lot of delicious looking content. They've got some shorts in amongst their videos. I'm just going to take the latest video they've put up. That's from a few weeks ago. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list to make sure I don't fall behind. And I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen, and we'll see what is happening with Hall A. Rita. You see that? They just came in, and this is the second time at least that we've seen that today. Somebody just comes in, and the wheel chooses them right away. We might be changing that system within the next few weeks. I got to start putting the word out now. We have things like memberships to consider, right? But I want to do things as fairly as we can here in Superchat and still get through as many channels as possible in a 2.5 hour period. Holly Rita is somebody we're still getting to know, but obviously going to bring us hauls of different kinds more than anything else. I'm just going to take their latest Dollar Tree video and put this into my catch-up list. Pardon me, that will help me to keep caught up, make sure I don't fall behind. They've got 1,600 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,700 they're going to be thinking about. So I'm spinning the wheel. We're really racing through channels now. We've got Emotions live stream that's going to start any moment. He's here as a beloved and dedicated moderator. He's been a dear friend for a long time. I'm sure everybody's going to enjoy his music. VS Speaks Royally is coming up right now. This creator, more than anything else, follows the royal family. They've got some more variety on their channel in shorts and videos, but the live streams particularly seem to revolve mostly around the royal family, and what you're going to find is a lot of engaged conversation. When you engage true conversation in any live stream or premiere, the live chats, you're really doing a great service for any host. VS Speaks Royally is very known for that, but you'll also see on their channel very engaged conversation during their live streams. I insist that that is what is responsible for a lot of their rapid growth. They do a great job of leading conversation by staying well-versed and up-to-date on their subject. But you can see this channel is growing rapidly now at almost 3,800 subscribers. And they've got, they're fully monetized. Code with Samuel, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. And then Code with Samuel, I'm looking forward to seeing your channel. I happen to be somewhat of a programmer myself. certainly not an expert. I'd like to think a little bit beyond amateur now, but I'm curious to see what you do over there. First Floor Audio is here as another talented music producer, and what they do is allow us to interact and influence them while they produce their music on their live streams. They've also got their original works on their channel and lots of series of streams. Sometimes they have StreamYard panels, sometimes they're bringing us their works in compilations like this Radio NFA series, and I think I've got one of these in my catch-up list. I've got a notification on for a live stream that they're actually going to do starting right now as well. They'll be on shortly. We know that, I'm not sure how long Emotion will be on. First Floor Audio tends to be on for a longer period of time, but anybody's welcome to visit either of these channels. They're both incredibly supportive, of course. And let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. Tiffany Johnson Lava Shark is somebody who supports on all of my channels and has for a long time, for which I'm grateful. She's incredibly supportive everywhere that she goes. Actually, 252 subscribers on this channel. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther towards the 300 you must be thinking about. There are videos and shorts here, and like I said, an incredibly supportive creator. So thank you everybody for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend here in Tuber Chat. And I know not everybody can be here every day or for 2.5 hours every time we stream, but I do appreciate every moment. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up on the way out. Give Emotion a thumbs up on the way in. We're going to go over and raid that channel. Both him and First Floor Audio will allow you to meet more friends and family members when you're on their channels. Just Jason Keto is coming up right now. This creator is going to help us with our healthy living and healthy eating, with not just diet ideas, but actually hacks towards how we can get more value out of some of the things that we look at during putting together a keto diet. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with Just Jason Keto. He's here with us frequently as a member as well. And thank you. Yeah, it's been a long 3-hour stream. Thank you so much to our moderators for hanging out. We haven't expected to go over time, but we have been lately again. So we're going to try to reel that in the next few weeks. And Just Jason Keto, we'd love to push towards 700. Again, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the way out. Give Emotion a thumbs up on the way in. I'll drop that link another time or two. And this live stream will continue to run for about 3 more minutes so that you can continue to clean up your connections here before you go over there, and then we'll raid together. Thanks, everyone. See you soon. Bye-bye.